Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for our reading today. I really appreciate y'all for being here. If you're new, my name is Jeanette. Hello. We are wearing green for money, loves, money, money. Today, money, career, finance messages. When will money improve? What can we do to get it flowing right to us, right? What's the missing piece? Where's money sitting in the future? Why? And again, what can we do to make it swing our way? So do feel free to skip ahead and find your timestamps below. We're starting at Aries and flowing all the way through to Pisces, love. You know how we do it. What else? Oh, do keep in mind they are general messages. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if this is not your story or not how things are going for you, please feel free to check your other placements videos. Okay. All right, we're ready. Let's start here. All right, Aries, thank you for joining me. Let's jump in. Let's get your reading here. Okay, let's see. Where does money lie in the future? What can improve your money situation here? I do want to disclaimer, I'm always going to be honest with what I see, but again, remember they are general messages. The story is going to be different for everybody. Let's see what we can get out of this for you, loves. When will money improve for Aries? Money, money, honey. Oh, thank you, Aries, for being so patient. Just opening up to your energy here. I do feel a stress level. Let's get one more. Obviously, money is one of those things we stress about as people. Oh, when will money improve? What does the future hold for Aries? Money stability. Okay. Hey, Hierophants. Nine of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm super being drawn to this Ace in reverse. Ace of Wands. Oh, so the first thing I'm noticing here with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, this is a letting go. I want to say the value of money is coming here into play, but there's also a passion level that's coming into play for you here, Aries. I want to say that there's certain expectations here in relation to money. Four of Pentacles is that like hoarding, holding on. And if you notice here, if this lighting will adjust, he has this coin right over his heart. So it's almost like we need to stop valuing money over love, maybe for some, or just holding money in such a high regard. There's a hoarding, a penny pinching, but there's also like this boss person independence level, singularity here with the Nine of Pentacles. That's having it all, having enough, feeling real great within yourself, standing on your own 2 feet, you got your bills paid, you got everything going for you here. But the key is this Four of Pentacles and this Ace of Wands, both in reverse. Now we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy here coming between. There is a commitment here. I want to say like a signed on the dotted line, you know. But I also feel like there's some passion or creative energy here that you're not utilizing. I feel like this is what we're aiming towards, this Nine of Pentacles, being independent financially, but it's so hard to get there when we want to hold on and hoard. See, money wants to flow. Money wants to flow. And for some of you with Ace here in reverse, it's like a wet blanket on your fire. So I feel like maybe you're over like holding this value to money where it's like it's not money that we really want, it's the peace, it's the security, but where there's a blockage here because we want to hold on to money so bad, or there's some sort of standard that we have in our mind of what it should look like, but we're also with the Ace of Wands, Aries, not utilizing some form of passion or creation is what that feels like. For some of you, you feel like you're not being given opportunities. Judgment here with the Devil in reverse, it's a choice. There is a choice here, a major decision. For some of you, you want financial independence, but you're afraid to leave your job because the job provides this security. But at the same time, how much security does it really provide? We signed on the dotted line here. For some of you, you're considering going back to school, but it's going to cost a lot of money. That'll just put you in debt. I wouldn't recommend that if you're trying for financial independence here. So for some of you, it feels like decisions need to be made about holding and hoarding and spending, but also decisions about who and what companies we're associated with, right? There's like this level of wanting to be independent, but I almost feel like you're not there because you're working for somebody. And we have to work for somebody because we hold this value on money that's, oh, I need it, I need it, I need it, I need it. We got to scrimp and save here coming in reverse, especially with judgment underneath it, Aries. Spirit is saying, let go. Let go of and let it flow. You know what I mean? Now that's not to say spend your money willy-nilly or spend your money on things that are not good for you. But this is to say, you know, money does want to flow. It doesn't want to be held and bound and trapped in your wallet, in your bank account. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. It is a balance. It is a fine line. What of the Hierophant? What of the commitment? Because I feel like this independence is what we're going for. But there's also this fear maybe of starting your own business, starting your own way, taking on a creative endeavor. Ace of Cups in reverse. When I was holding the Ace of Wands in reverse, I did get a visual of the Ace of Cups. I should have said that because I was talking about how money wants to flow. And I do feel like there's a blockage here. Oh, yep. Queen of Cups here. Ooh. And Seven of Wands reversed. Queen of Cups is this tender love and care. For some of you, you've got to love yourself more than you do your job or your money or, you know what I mean? Something of that nature. Or maybe even somebody for some of you. Because there's this level of independence but you're tied to somebody or you're tied to something. And I do feel like a lackluster, you know, where we're not impressed anymore, or we're not loving this. You got to love what you do to bring that money, baby. And when it comes, you got to be grateful. You got to pay them bills. You got to do what you do. Fill up your tank. Feel good about it, you know? With the Seven of Wands reversed, this would be the fighting, right? Fighting, somebody attacking you, feeling very on edge. For some of you, you've been so afraid to lose a job that like Spirit is saying you've got to lose it so we could bring you something new. There's this defending here with the Seven of Wands, and Spirit is saying, give up already, whatever that means for you. Like there's something we have to walk away from to allow new to enter our lives. And for some of you, Aries, you have like a passion or a gift or something that you're really good at that you can like share with the world here. And I feel like there's almost like a pipe dream, or we want to do that, but something is stopping us. There's a blockage. I do feel like it's a lot of fear. What would happen if we live without the money? What would happen if we don't have that job? It almost feels like make the decision to jump in and find out. Like write that book. You feel me? I heard take that trip. Interesting. For some of you, take a trip that's supposed to inspire you. I heard there's no money to take a trip. Don't worry about that. So Spirit is saying, don't worry about that. Don't worry about where the money comes from. Maybe that's why we're afraid to spend it when we need to spend it, because then we won't have it for a rainy day. That freaking devil, Capricorn energy. I think I forgot to say that here. Ooh, Aries. Oh my God. I'm looking at a stack here. This guy is kind of a lone wolf. Three of Wands. This is waiting. This is patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. There's an adventure here for some travel. I was just saying that. Thank you, Spirit. But I feel like the travel for some is also like moving away from something you're tied to and into a better avenue, something inspiring, something beautiful. Ten of Wands is a burden. We're holding it on, man. We're holding on to it. Yes. So here, Aries, you got the okay. You got the Ten of Wands. You've got the Eight of Cups here in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a little bit willy-nilly. I think for some of you, you're afraid you're going to go towards something and it's going to fall through. For some of you, you're just carrying a lot of burdens, and we're being asked here to thin the load. We're being asked by Spirit to give up on something, to walk away, make that decision, and go, I want to say, towards what you love. And then you get into this point where, Aries, there's never not enough. You feel me? That's what I think Spirit is trying to get you to understand is because it ever flows in, or because it ever flows out, it ever flows in. You feel me? Whew. And I think here the key for you is to make a decision to give up on something, not come back to it, walk away, leave that job, leave that thing behind. And I know it's scary. It's scary because there's this wonderment of, will I regret it? But Spirit is specifically saying, don't worry about that. Don't worry about if you will regret it, because it's almost like you won't. You won't. If you thin the herd and you go towards what you want, but not be flighty about it. You got to stay committed to it. The new thing that you pick, commit to that new project. If you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to get out there in the world, you've got talent, you've got something special about you here, Aries. And we all have those things, but it's coming in very hot and heavy here that you're almost willing to wait and sit on it as well, and like not utilize your God-given talents or your God-given gifts. And Spirit is really kind of pushing you towards that, saying, if we want money to improve, we got to let go. We got to wipe the slate clean. No fear. And go for it. And I know that's terrifying because it's like, how am I going to pay the bills without a job? But again, it's like the universe will provide. The universe will provide. Yeah, and I feel like here it's funny, Aries, because yes, we do need certain action. We can't just sit on our ass and expect the universe to provide. But if we are taking action, the universe always provides. So here I'm feeling a lot of fear over money. I'm feeling a lot of scarcity. I'm feeling bound and trapped to something that's not producing or isn't as stable as you want it to be. But it's scary and you don't have confidence to leave it behind. But Spirit is saying, oh, baby, if you gain that confidence to leave it behind, that's when your money will improve, darling. That's when it gets better for you. Action is needed, but as long as we're taking action on the right thing that feels great to us, that fulfills us with passion and happiness, you know what I mean? Just by doing it, then the money is a byproduct. You feel me? So when will money improve? Oh, it has a lot to do with this extra, whatever that you're committed to. And this hoarding on energy. So money will improve for you, baby, when we cut the ties of things that are not working or maybe are like placeholders, like a placeholder job. This has a feeling of like working at like a restaurant, you hate that restaurant sort of thing, or you just hate customer service and you got to answer phones all day. Like this is not fulfilling work that you've been doing. And if we keep it up, the money will stay the same. But if we change that, we change how we feel about what we're doing, we change what we're doing, which changes the feeling, that's when money improves. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys gain some clarity. Please give me a like if you enjoyed this video. And I appreciate you guys so much, Aries, for coming by. Moving on now to my Taurus. Hello, my Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. Let's jump in here and get a feel on your future money situation. When will money improve for my Taurus? Do keep in mind, loves, these are general. I'm always going to be honest with what comes out and what I see. I can't remember if I said that in the intro, so let's see what we have for you. When will money improve for Taurus? What's the missing piece? What do we got to do? Where's the money in the future? Let's see. When will money improve for my Taurus people? Let's get one more. Mm. Okay, let's see. What do we have for Taurus week here? Ten skies. Aries. The time will may come. When will money improve for Taurus? Thank you. All right. Phew. Okay. Crack my back here. Ooh, Two of Cups. Hanging Man in reverse. Interesting. Pisces energy here with the Hanging Man. And the Two of Cups. Maybe even and the Two of Cups. This is a partnership here. There's a partnership. And this is soulmate energy. It can be any kind of partnership. We are talking money. So for some, this is a partnership that affects your money. Could be in business with this person or share finances. I do feel when the Hanging Man is in reverse, I'm always drawn to how the coins are just pouring out of his pockets. But I am being very drawn to the fact that it's coming to you here. So for some of you, if you don't have a partnership now that is bringing some sort of financial stability, or potentially it's even taking from you for some, I feel like that's going to balance out, level out, or potentially there's a different partnership that comes in for some. Freeing us from something here. But the Hanged Man is also about perspectives. When will money improve? So for some of you, seeing something differently connects you to someone that opens a doorway for some. When will money improve? For others of you looking at somebody differently, we have the Ten of Swords here in reverse. Ten of Swords is an ending here in reverse, not quite. It's not over. So for some of you, you're still tied to a partnership that is taking from you monetarily in some way, or it's not balanced. Do you feel me? This is like a almost ending, but it's still stung. It hurts. So there may be like lingering feelings here as well, affecting the flow to you in your physical world, money wise, because emotion has a lot to do with it. So untying yourself from some emotion or some disappointment from the past. For some of you, there's an expectation that all partners will be like the other partner, whatever that means for you. Or every boss will be the same. Every company will be the same. Holding on to that mindset for some is what has affected your money. Here we have a new perspective coming in. And I do want to say, with that new perspective or this new relationship for some, comes in a money flow. We have the King of Swords reversed and the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Devil under that. Lack of freedom of choice here. Capricorn energy, fuss and fight and drama. For some of you, you worked with someone in the past that we just we can't untie from, or we can't get out of this. King of Swords reversed is a mean kind of guy. He don't think straight. He doesn't make good decisions. He's manipulative, conniving. So something is coming through here that there's honest business, Taurus. Just got to say. And then there's not honest business. You feel me? And we can never partake in not honest business and expect to achieve our highest level in the physical world, if that makes sense. I'm also getting here intuitively, we can't have our cake and eat it too. That's just coming through. I don't know why that's coming through. Can't have the cake and eat it too. Once we eat the cake, we no longer have the cake. You know, we can't eat it and still have it, whatever that means for you, loves. So there's something here about wise money decisions, wise partnerships, and different perspectives. So for some of you, it's all about like who you've been associating with that's really held you back, I want to say, over the years in gaining some form of monetary compensation or stability here, or just a continuous flow. Thank you, Spirit. For some, it's like up and down with these swords, up, down, up, down. Okay. Like hard up and then really hard down. But for some of you, it has something to do with another person. Others of you getting out of this will have something to do with another person. It's going to be different for everybody. Oh, but there is some form of competition as well. There may be this like struggle, strife to compete with someone in particular that for some of you has been holding back your money, okay? So changing that changes your money flow. Something about needing to see money differently also, or see this partnership differently. Okay, so what can Taurus do to make that money flow? Well, we got the worlds here. I heard being on top of the world. There's something here that's been lingering and it hasn't been completed. Something has been lingering, feelings have been lingering. There was like a partnership here that hurt. It still stings, or maybe there's a comeback for something. It needs to be capped off and done with this world card. Oh my God, you've come so far, Taurus. You've come so far. And here we're aiming for being on top of the world here. But I am getting this association with this person or company or boss or whatever this partnership is affects your ability to get on top and stay on top. Somebody around you might just not know how to spend money. And like you're tied in a partnership with them and they spend more than they save, or they spend more than they have, and you're trying to gain here. So I do feel like really analyzing this Two of Cups energy is key for you, Taurus. What you can do is wrap it up. What you can do to get on top of the world, what you can do to make your money flow, boom, right to you is, but see, like right to you, right in the pocket. It feels like, um, what you can do is tie up some sort of feelings or some sort of relationship with this King of Swords reverse. Now, again, this could be you. And if it is you, remember, we're not trying to scrimp save. We're not trying to fucking take people down. And obviously, you know this. We're not trying to be manipulative and conniving to strive for our place or to gain, to gain, to gain. We don't need to do that. That's below us. Yeah. You know this. You probably know this. It feels like it's someone you're dealing with, to be honest. That somebody is not honest. When will Taurus's money improve? What can Taurus do? What can Taurus do? Ooh. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck here, loves. Judgment. Aries got judgment as well. A decision, love. A higher end level decision. You're really being called to use head over heart as well. For some, yeah, definitely. Head over heart to improve your money situation. So money will flow to you, loves, when we stop allowing somebody to come back. For some of you, we forgive. Chariot in reverse here, 10 of Pentacles. It's like it's like we allow somebody to come in and topple us down or take from us or manipulate us into something, or you're still tied thinking this person has better intentions that they do. But judgment here with the world, it's time to end it. No more forgiving, no more wiping the slate clean. This person is stopping you from improving your situation. Now, Taurus, if this is not your story, do check your other placements videos, but that's what I'm getting here. We got Strength card at the bottom of the deck, Leo energy, and the Hierophant, babe. You, Taurus, in reverse. Yeah, I'm getting visual of that devil. It's like we're tied and trapped. You feel maybe that you're lacking choice, but you have all the choice. Some sort of spiritual alignment here. But I think that there's something spiritually connecting you with this person as well for some, like a soulmate type energy. And they're supposed to teach you something here. And it's almost like they've been holding you back, holding you back, holding you back because it's part of the soul contract for some. And it's like it's supposed to bite you in the butt and take from you until you realize no more. And then the boundaries that come from that. The self-esteem that comes from that, and then the gates, the floodgates of monetary value open. But you're not bound and obligated to someone. You might love them. But the Hierophant in reverse, there's this person, there's poor advice here, there's poor counsel. This person is skewed. This is like a person who says that they're a man of God, but they're a man of the devil. Might not be that serious, you feel me, right? But it almost has that sort of energy. Let's get you one more here, Taurus, and we'll wrap it up. How can Taurus make their money improve? There's also something you have to notice. I wanted to say, and here's the Queen of Swords. Something you have to be aware of, love, here about this relationship. We got the King and the Queen. Oh, King and Queen are a married couple. Now, for some of you, this is just the balance within you, right? The masculine and the feminine within you. We're not setting boundaries. We're not setting boundaries when we should be. Four of Cups reversed. The universe has been giving you examples here, Taurus, of of the truth of this person. And you're not noticing it, but there's a big prompt here to notice it. Now, others of you, if this is a brand new partnership that's going to bring money back to that's for some still, I would be very leery about working with this person. And I wouldn't work with this person until I myself are in the correct vibration and I know that they are as well, whatever that means for you. This is like somebody coming up with this big pipe dream. Oh, I got this crazy idea, but it's going to cost so much money to invest. I wouldn't. You feel me? You get what I mean here, Taurus? But there's definitely a lot that you have to see. And I do believe that it's in relation to this partnership. I do feel boundaries. Yep. Boundaries. Yep. Boundaries. We need boundaries and we need to stop accepting something from somebody in order to improve our own stability. I heard giveaway. There's something you're willy-nilly giving away. For something that you're willy-nilly giving away, but we should be not giving to this person for some, right? That's what that feels like. Now back to the married couple. For some of you, this is a very personal bond, marriage. And it's like we're distracted away from our money we're distracted to create the stability because it's always like up and down with somebody, up and down. We're never on the same page. It's always drama. But there is money coming to you in the future. It's just about utilizing your highest level knowledge here, darling, making decisions to put up these boundaries. Because it's almost like a leak in a faucet. The person that for some of you you've been working with here, they are a leak in your flow, in your faucet. And you got to put the boundary up, tape it up so that all the money flows directly to you. You feel me? Does that make sense? Okay. I hope that helps you, Taurus, gain some sort of clarity and kind of see what we can do to make that money come right to you, loves. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. I appreciate you all for being here. And moving on now to my Geminis. Hello, my Geminis. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Jumping on in. Let's see. Let's check out your money, honey. Money flow, money, money, honey. Good Gemini. Good Gemini. Please, spirits, wisdom. Your honest messages here. When will Gemini's money improve? I sure hope you guys can see me shuffling. Sorry about that. Lighting is a little funky too, guys. Geminis. Let's hope for some great things here. Let's get one more. Or two more. Okay, thank you, Spirit. One and two here. Just as I said two and then get two up. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirits, angels, guides. Okay, you guys. Geminis, let's see what we got for you. When will Gemini's money improve? What can Gemini do? Gemini. Money messages, Gemini. This angle is so funky for me. I'm having a hard time here. I gotta get adjusted up. Oh, let's get one. Oh my god, the Two of Cups again. Interesting. Thank you guys for being patient. They come out when they want to. For Geminis. And there they are. That's too many. We're going to start here. World card in reverse. In reverse, it does signify unfinished business, things not capping up or wrapping up, or a cycle not yet complete. So first of all, when will your money improve? When we wrap up these loose ends. For some of you, it's about getting caught up on paperwork, caught up on tasks, so that we can gain in some way, get ahead. Ooh, Judgment in reverse. I want to say that Judgment has literally come out for all three signs, Aries, Taurus, and you now, Gemini. Yours is here in reverse. So I do want to say not really making the wisest of decisions. So this does have a feeling of investment, has a feeling of energy, time. Where are you placing these resources? Are we utilizing our resources wisely? For some of you, it literally comes down to effort, energy, time, just being consistent and making the proper investment type decisions with those energies, not just your money, but like your time and what you care about, what you put your energy into, loves. Holy shit. 3 majors in a row, Gem. Star card reversed. By the way, you got fixed energy, scorpionic energy, now Aquarian energy here. Well, star card reverse, I'm not going to lie, it's not very fulfilling. It's not reaching some sort of goal, but I feel like it's because we're not making that decision in the future. The missing key is, where are we putting our time, our energy? Are we wrapping up those tasks? It feels like we're letting shit go or letting shit fall away or not really making wise investments. Maybe you're expecting things to go wrong. Well, if that's the case, if you're expecting things to go wrong, Jem, yes, they will. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. The universe is listening to you for feedback. So for some of you, this is also about visualizing a future that you desire. Hard to get there when we're feeling kind of good, you know. You might be feeling down and out. It's hard to manifest when you're feeling down and out, because the key to manifestation is we've got to put in effort towards what it is that we love and what we're passionate about, right? That's when blessings naturally flow. And what comes with that? Money. Money, 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 money. Money. So for some, it's just about seeing it in your future, right? It's going to be different for everybody. But I do feel making decisions towards that. Making decisions, very intentional decisions towards what it is that we desire. And then Gemini, believing in yourself that you can achieve that, believing in yourself that you deserve that. I mean, ooh, and being patient for it to come. 3 of Wands. There's a wait Blessings are coming. For some of you, you will doubt it, but they are coming. The key is, I wanted to say delegation. The key is delegation and patience. We do have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It does speak of fantasy, illusion. For some of you, you've created and cultivated an illusion that you can't achieve, or that it's going to take too long, so we're not going to try, or that certain investments will pay off, but there's some part of you that knows better, or for some, we're ignoring the basic shit and expecting these big results. Yeah, it's going to be different for everybody. I would definitely analyze one's financial decisions and your vibration here, darling. There's also a level of like confusion. I also feel like you don't need to know the details. You don't need to know how spirit is going to make magic happen in your life, just that spirit's about to make magic in your life. And you insist upon it. And the universe goes, oh, we have to make magic in their life because this is the reality that they're saying they have. So we have to back that up. Gemini messages here. When will money improve? Holy crap, that's a lot. Whew, this damn devil. Judgment and the devil for the last 3 readings. It's been pretty crazy. I don't think I want to keep these because it's a lot. We got the Emperor in reverse. Oh, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. I'm seeing an independence, and I'm seeing like a lot of people up in this. So for some of you, it's like, how can you gain independence when you've got so many cooks in the kitchen? You're trying to create a masterpiece, but you got too many cooks in the kitchen, too many people making bad decisions for the business, unwise, something about that, or something about the vibration everybody's holding here, maybe even collectively. 5 of Swords. We need to get out of our head here. I also want to say we need to get out of our head here, Gemini, right? But we also need to stop putting so much stock in what other people think as well. Like they're up in their head. They're not making wise decisions either. You feel me? Like there's something here about the collective, the people around you. Because that whole group, that was all people. That was just like people. So with the 5 of Swords, especially in it reverse, we can't care so damn much about something, about what people think. Or we have to be more insistent that things are going to go good instead of being insistent that things are going to go bad. Gem, okay? What's gonna improve Gemini's money? When is it gonna get better? When we stop worrying about it? For some, going back to the wise investments with this Judgment card, it feels like previously there hasn't been wise investments, so we do have to like clean up a mess first. There's some sort of mess that needs wrapping up here, cleaned up before money can flow. What is going to improve Gemini's money? So something about spending or something about investment. Hard to gain a savings account if we keep giving it away or spending it, and then it never comes back to us, and the investment doesn't pay off. Something about that coming in intuitively. Okay, let's. We have the 9 of Cups, darling. Yep, 5 of Pentacles reverse. 2 5s, they happen to land side by side here. A 10 is an ending, so we got to put an ending to some type of vibration here that we might be perpetuating. With the 5 of Pentacles, that's a victim mentality that's living in lack, that's not having enough, that's being cast out, locked out of one's highest desires. So some of you were lacking patience to achieve our highest desires, but we keep feeding this victim impatient, oh, want it now sort of energy. And it's like, Spirit is like, okay, well, calm down. If you want it, you got to put in effort. If you want it, you got to make wise decisions. If you want it, you got to believe that you can achieve it here. Highest level wishes being granted, or are they? It starts with you, Gem. We can't be living in any kind of lack and expecting to receive. It doesn't work like that. We have to know that we have, and then we receive more. I know it sounds absolute, like just complete, utter nonsense, but that is really how it works. And we have to keep up this. We have to make a decision to keep up this high level vibration. Because if we slip back into this, oh, pity me, it's not going to happen, my ships will never come in, then you're right. You know, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, Gemini. So how does your money improve? First, we set our sights and goals very high, and we know that we deserve them, and we know that they will be ours. They're ours now, in fact. Thank you, universe. Then we start wrapping things up that have been holding us back, clearing the slate of tasks and contracts and things that are just lingering things. Make those decisions and not go back to that vibration that says you can't or you won't or you can't, you won't achieve or you won't receive. When the universe gives to you eventually, when it finally comes, you're going to be really happy, right? But in the meantime, you're going to want to fade back into this, I won't, I can't, I can't, I can't. Don't do that. That's where we bite ourselves in the butt every time when it comes to manifesting an abundance in our reality. It's always within us. So the key here is to make wise decisions with your investments of time, energy, and the monetary values that you do have here. Wrap up those loose ends and set your goals very high, knowing that you deserve it. Do not go backwards. When some part of you says, when the ego comes in and says, "This is scary. You're never going to get there. Don't take the risk." Oh my God. Tell it, no, that's not the reality I live in any longer. That's the old program. And I'm living on a new program now. Thank you very much. Try not to close off your heart space. Also, this doesn't mean you'll never receive bad news in your whole life. It just means when bad news comes, we don't let it crush us. We go, oh, great. Thank you, universe, for saving me from something that I am unaware of. And thank you for the redirection towards my abundance and blessings. I appreciate you very much. That's what we say, right? And that's how we receive. Ori. Two of Cups reversed and the Moon card reversed. Pisces, Cancer energy. Well, I am getting a deep, subconscious, something we definitely have to notice, something definitely has to come to light. But the Two of Cups is about a partnership. I mean, I was feeling groups of people. Maybe it could be one person in particular for you, Gemini, kind of taking down your vibe a little bit, like a wet blanket, or gets in your head. It's like anytime you start going, oh, I can feel good things coming. I'm so excited about this new endeavor. This is like a person who goes, oh, really? You want to do that? That'll never get you anywhere. No, you'll never achieve that. Don't listen to those people. Fuck those people. You can do whatever you want. You only get to be who you are in this life one time. You feel me? Just one. Sorry, I'm wrapping up my hair. I'm never going to be Jeanette ever again. You know what I mean? I will never have this exact same body, the same upbringing. I will be the same soul, but I'll be having a whole different life and experience and in a whole different body. So there's something here about recognizing that. I hope that makes sense. The subconscious and a lot of feelings tied to money and tied to this level of feeling like you can't achieve or receive here, Gemini. Or there's some kind of person or something holding you back. I do feel like all of this subconscious energy does need to be purged out. Oh, woof. And just kind of, it's going to suck you, but it's hard to do. It's not easy to do. We shake it off. We take one task at a time. We make day-to-day, hourly decisions for our greatest good. We make those calls. We wrap up those paperworks. And we just know that by doing these little things, by having good associations, good partnerships, good friends who don't shit on us, when we dream big and we don't allow our ego to take away that dream, oh, Gemini, the things that we can achieve, right? The things that we can achieve. And it is an ongoing battle. Shit, some of it, we're all still learning this. I can't help but notice that, right? Queen and a king with a child, just saying. Somebody could be a little immature here, or something tinges your feelings here, love, and affects your money, obvious. But I also feel with the masculine energy, it's masculine that within you that tackles on the world. And then it's the feminine within you that says, I support you. by going in. You can do it. I love you. You got this, right? Keep those sights high. Don't fade back into a vibration. If you have someone around you that's like to poop on you, like to poop on your your dreams, like don't have them around or don't listen to them. Because the worst thing you can do is come back into this victim mentality or backing yourself into a corner. So then you'll never get where you want, and then you'll use that as a validity of, see, I told you so. We all do that. And so here, rising above, Gemini, rising above, making a very clear, direct decision to tackle your own subconscious for your greater good and be absolute stronghold in that, like determined in the fact that, oh no, what I want is on its way. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it is coming, it is coming, it is coming. And you make little small steps towards that and it will be here. Do you feel me? Okay, Gemini, I hope that helps you. If you enjoyed the reading, please give me a like, share, comment, whatever, all that jazz, you guys. I really appreciate y'all for being here. Now moving on to my Cancers. Hello, my Cancers. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I appreciate y'all for being here. Let's jump in here and see, when will money improve for you? When will your money situation improve? What do we got to do? Let's see. From Cancers, please. Angel skies. Inbox messages for my Cancers. When will the money get better? When will money improve? What do we got to do? Get one more here, Cancers. Thank you for being patient. I appreciate you guys so much. All right. Let's see what we got for you, Cancers. There we are. When will money improve? Get the Death card here in reverse. So this is about not accepting the ending of something. I heard stuck. You might still be stuck because there's like no transcendence. Without the death, we can't have the new beginning. So, messages for Cancer. When will money improve? Scorpionic energy with the Death card here. In reverse, it's like where something has not ended, or something is being perpetuated, or we haven't accepted the ending of something. We're not accepting it. Could be anything as well, so you know. And the messages are going to be different for everybody here, Cancer. So, what do we got? King of Pentacles reversed here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, masculine energy. Someone stingy potentially in your midst. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I do feel this like desire to get what you deserve, to get what you're owed, to get where you want to go. King of Pentacles lacks the commitment as well. For some of you, it's about misplaced commitments. For others of you, it's like we have accepted the wrong thing. Like we've accepted, oh, we're never going to make it as something, or we're never going to make it to some point. Oh, well. But it feels like, well, if we want to make it to that point, you can. We just have to stop stifling ourselves, stop stopping ourselves. King of Pentacles can be anybody for you, a boss, could be your energy, it could be someone around you, someone that you're committed to. As the King of Pentacles is a committed, stable provider. For some of you, you've had issues with providing. It's affected your self-esteem. For some of you, you can't get ahead in some form of position that you're desiring. Let's clarify this Death card before we go any further. So I feel like that's huge for gaining here some form of stability. Could be association as well. Like we need to end an association with a company or with this person. That's coming out a lot. What did this Death card reverse? Thank you, Spirit. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Legacy. home, family. For some of you, you're not utilizing your name. Like you want to do it on your own, but you have like a legacy behind you refuse to use. Or you feel like using your family's name or using your resources that you have to gain notoriety, to get ahead. It almost feels like maybe you're looking at that askewed, maybe putting too much emotion to it and not enough just factual, hey, this is how you got to get ahead for some. Yeah, like some of you don't want to name drop, or you don't want to network, or you don't want to use something that you feel like you haven't earned, or that was just like given to you through inheritance, and it's almost like I don't want to get it that way. For some of you, it's like I really want to work for it. I really want to earn it. But the universe, I'm really being prompted to tell you that the universe gives blessings in all sorts of forms and fashions, right? If you think you didn't earn it, you probably still did. Some of you don't think you deserve it. And that's what has to change. Whoosh. These cards have just been coming out all over the place, loves. I'm really being drawn to the Hierophant as poor advice, poor counsel. For some of you, poor counsel from a King of Pentacles. Taurus energy here, Strength cards, Leo energy, and we got the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So needing to pull through something here as well. Every moment's not going to be good here. Getting and receiving and holding and having, and especially when it comes to 3D things like money. It has everything to do with how we are sitting within ourselves, what we believe about money. Um, there's also this energy coming up right now, like, thank you, Spirit, what we believe about money. For some of you, it's like maybe your family's name is shit. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. And maybe you can't utilize that because you have no family financial backing. For some of you, you have no legacy upon your name. Got you. Thank you, Spirit. Could go either way. Um, but there's something about changing the way you view that, creating a name for yourself, transmuting this energy. Some sort of victim mentality, some sort of lack with the Five of Pentacles. So you may be giving like poor counsel to yourself here for some, feeling some type of way about where you stand in life, feeling some type of a way about what you're capable of, inherently like capable of. And those beliefs may be holding back your money flow greatly here. I'm really wanting to come back to Spirit offers blessings in all forms and fashions. We have the Two of Swords here in reverse, needing to make a decision, needing to come unblocked. There's some sort of boundary or denial that needs to be seen for what it is. We have the Seven of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Motivation, morals coming into play here. For some, it's like, what motivates you to gain? How far are we willing to stoop? What are we going to do for it? It feels like a lot of strategy that doesn't need to be placed in order to gain something that's supposed to like just come to you. It's already yours, but maybe we just don't see it that way. But this is coming from a place of like inherent instability. Like we expect the universe to take from us, or we expect to see something lacking, or we make it harder on ourselves because we refuse to use the things and the gifts that were given to us. Say, for example, for those of you who do have a name that has notoriety to it. I'm going to try to fix the color on this thing. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. But it's about following your intuitions as well. And I do feel like for a lot of you with that's kind of askew. Needing to tame the beast within, whatever that means for you. Needing to make those decisions. Oh, I see the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, but the Fool in reverse. So a lot of fear, a lack of faith. Yeah, a lack of faith. Thank you, Spirit. Aries energy here. So money will improve when you remove your own blockages or poor associations here with someone who, like a job that, you know, some of you are afraid to give up on something that never produced as well. I do feel like an inner guidance system that's off, or a poor like moral compass, or not. You might just be really, really askew about your place in this world and how do we gain? How do we gain, right? Well, money flows here. Your money will improve when you make the decisions to not live in fear, make the decisions to come unblocked. For some of you, it's about utilizing the gifts that have been given. Others of you, it's about knowing that you can create your own gifts. For some of you, fear stops you, confidence stops you. I'm being drawn back to the selfishness of the King of Pentacles in reverse. Um, yeah, something about not wanting to give to something, or somebody's not giving to you, could be a boss that doesn't pay you well enough here. But if we're still tied up in that job, instead of like going out on our own accord, talking ourselves out of something that could bring abundance, utilizing our network, utilizing our name, creating a name for ourselves, building a business here. Maybe for some of you, you had bad um, experiences with building and going on your own in the past, and maybe that's why we're fearful. Maybe that's why we lack some faith here. Definitely faith coming in hard and heavy to play here. Hmm. And I do feel a bit of stubbornness as well, Cancer. I'm just being honest. Let's get a couple more for you, love. So money will improve when oh, when we stop living in fear. We have faith. When we have faith, something about having faith. Some of you, like, you fear that even if you were to gain, the universe will just come in and take it anyway. You know, you didn't earn it. You don't deserve it. There's something like that. That's your mindset. That could be a big, huge, huge thing. Maybe even from a really long time ago with this death card, like in your childhood sort of thing. Um, does feel like from the beginning of something, we felt some type of way, or we learned something. We think we learned something. Thank you, Spirit. And so that's what's stopping your money flow here, is because you're expecting to be taken from, or you're expecting not to gain. Knight of Cups, that's good news, loves. Good news ahead. Something that's going to make you really happy with this Knight of Cups. But there's also something about being tied up, right? Being tied up with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, needing to let go, needing to release. So whether that's feelings, right? Needing to release old feelings, needing to release this idea that you have that has a lot of feeling behind it, which is the motivator. It's like the pushing force here that's driving this lack, or this like we can't get ahead feeling. Yeah. Good news. Good news coming. For some of you, try not to tie yourself up in too many contracts or endeavors, because when this offer comes, you'll feel good about it, and it feels like you're going to want to take it, and it feels like you need to be freed up to do that, freed of emotion, of any negative emotion, right? Or any inclination of expectation of what you know is going to happen, or what you think you've learned about these types of endeavors. If you've got a name to you, name drop it. Yes, I belong to the so and so family, or my friend Jake. Just to throw that stuff out there, right? Oh, my cousin Brenda down at there. It's there for a reason, loves. It's there for a reason. There's no shame in it. And for those of you who are worried about creating a name or a legacy for yourself, you can. There may be some level of independence. For some of you, you don't have children, you want children. That's just more people to provide for. So that's a whole other scary ass thing all in and of itself. I think you're going a little too deep in this, darling. I want to say take a step back as well. Reevaluate here, Cancer. No fear, no blockages. I do feel that for a lot of you, you've been holding yourself back. Okay. I'm just being really, really honest through some type of, I've learned this and I expect this. And, or I know what this person is going to give me, that kind of thing. There's something here that you think that you've learned, and it might not even be true, or you're bringing it back into your reality. You let it go now. When the good news comes, you need to be freed up from those emotions, those expectations, or those physical detriments that have been keep making things hard on you and keeping you from your abundance, baby. 8 and 9 of Pentacles, new work for some of you coming into play, bringing a level of independence that I feel like you deserve and you've been needing and wanting here. But I also feel like there's a lot of feelings and beliefs that have been holding you back, Cancer. Yeah. But there is good news coming. I also feel like you're going to need to be like really, really unwavering in the fact that this is a blessing for you. This is going to work out. Oh my God, this is good news. Like the second we start thinking, oh, that's not going to pan out, boom, you're right. Yeah. I mean, this has kind of been popping up all over the place. That the second that you see shit on it, that's the second when I should say there's truth and there's inclinations of things that we should invest in. When red flags appear, we know red flags appear. But when you're creating those red flags, when you're like, oh, it has to happen this way, I just know it, I can't, da 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 da. That's when we kind of seal our own fate. You are more powerful than the things around you. Your beliefs shape your world, baby. Let those feelings transcend your reality. Yeah. But good news is on its way, Cancer. Will you be ready? I seriously hope you will be. I think for a lot of you, you will. With this 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the 8, for some of you, it's like we are definitely going to be making that decision and going headfirst right into those details. And I think that's great for you. This is going to improve your situation. But I feel like a deep level of this is allowing your insecure situation to improve. Okay, Cancers. I hope that helps you gain some clarity. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please give me a like. I really appreciate your guys' support. Any little bit helps the channel to grow, and so thank you so much, you guys. Moving on now to my Leo gang. Hello, Leos. Thank you so much for joining me for your read. I really appreciate y'all for being here. Let's jump in. Let's see. When will money improve for my Leo gang? Future money. What's Leo got to do? I do see the card of work, 8 of Pentacles here. See what advice Spirit has for you. Oh, for my Leos. When will money improve for my Leos? Please, spirits, angels, guides. Loosen up these cards a little bit. There we go. Oh, yeah. Get one more of these. Thank you, Leo, for being patient. I really appreciate you guys. All right. Here, please, spirits, angels, guides for my Leo. When will Leo's money situation improve? I'm always going to be honest with what I see, guys. So just a little disclaimer. I didn't give everybody that disclaimer, but I did see your sun card, loves. Okay, it's the last one. Last one, I promise. There we are. Okay, perfect. All right, Leos. When will money improve for my Leos? Okay, we got a 5 of Pentacles here. It just popped out. I'm being drawn to the fact that it like rolled down my arm. I don't know if you saw that. It's like something snowballed or got away from you here on a financial level. 5 of Pentacles is living in a lack, but it's victim mentality here. Doesn't have to necessarily be you. Could be someone that you're associated with. When will money improve? This energy makes it really, really hard to bring money in with the Five of Pentacles. Because I'm seeing a theme amongst the collective. I feel like I almost should have just done a collective reading, but c'est la vie. We're gonna keep going here. But there's like this theme of vibration in relation to money. The idea of money brings a lot of fear. Not having it brings a lot of fear. We got a lot riding on this, I want to say. Messages for Leo. When will Leo's money improve? So if this is you here, love, living in this like, oh, poor me, or God, I can't get ahead sort of energy, taking care of that within you is the first way to gain stability here. Some bad news with the Four of Wands, something unstable, something here. Maybe relying on somebody else and they're not giving their two pillars, they're not giving their half, maybe canceled plans, something didn't work out. Yeah. Are we holding on to the idea that something didn't work out? I really want to say there's lots of avenues here, Leo. I'm being drawn to your fire, your creative energy. I do feel like we're perpetuating something that hasn't been providing. This silly. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry about the freaking color on this, you guys. I'm trying to fix it. There it goes, just a little. All right, sorry about that, loves. But yeah, with the Four of Wands, like canceled plans. So I do feel like for some, letting go of the care of endeavors that just didn't pan out, like let it go so new things can come in for some. Three of Cups reversed. Oi. Three of Cups reversed. This is not enjoying the ride here. Oh, but the Nine of Cups. So this is in a group, something with a group didn't work out. You can do this solo. I want to say you don't need as many people, or you don't need all the people around you. Like you don't need as many people as you do think you do. This is like seeking handouts, not receiving handouts. It's, the celebration is over, party's over. For some, there could be a level of drinking here, partying it up that also takes from your finances. Just saying. That's coming in. It's like a pile of money in the home with the Four of Wands, and we chip away at it, chip away at it, chip away at it, and then complain when it's gone for some. For others of you, it doesn't have to necessarily be a drinking thing, right? Or a partying sort of thing, but maybe spending a little too much in order to have like some sort of temporary happiness that absolutely fades for some, okay? As like reality sets in. Something about now that when we need it, we don't have it because we've spent it. Something like that. Okay. When will money improve? So for some of you, spending habits need to be analyzed. Okay. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Jeepers is a lot. Okay. Five of Cups reversed. There's a lot of emotion tied to money, tied to the fact that we're not receiving it. Tower in reverse. Scorpionic energy. Okay, for some of you, this is about tearing down a business or tearing down something that you built. Maybe you've been perpetuating it, wanting to see it thrive, but maybe it wasn't supposed to go as far as you thought. Like maybe you were supposed to get a leg up on some form of skill, and then you were supposed to take that elsewhere, but we lingered too long for some, and it's like now the tower has to come down so that you can have something new. This is like business, legacy, family, um, it's like the tower that you've built, the business that you've built, something that you've built, you've put in effort, you refuse to let it go, but it's no longer profitable. And maybe we think the idea is to keep trying to build it back up, restabilize this, but maybe the key is that we shouldn't be giving to it any longer. Something about the guilt. Something didn't work and we feel really bad about it. Oh, baby, it's okay. Oh, Leo, it's okay. Shit, baby, it's okay. Some things are not meant to work out. The key here is I really want to say placing efforts elsewhere. That is what is coming to my mind. The Moon card here, card of Pisces and Cancer loves, there's still a lot to be learned about the situation. We also have the Ten of Cups under that. Something about home and family. There's a lot of feelings in relation to money. Like it's all on your shoulders. You gotta get, you gotta get, you gotta get. And if somebody, I mean, you gotta keep this going. If you don't make the money, we lose our home. We can't lose our home. It's something like that. And it's like, oh, poor me. Of course, you can't lose your home, right? Nobody wants to lose their home or their business, but it almost feels like these feelings of guilt and sadness, or this lack of wanting to give up on something when it should be torn down. You're going to know what category you're in. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is like, I am not receiving what I want, but right next to it, there's all these feelings that need to be let go. The Five of Cups reverse. This is a recovery. We have to allow a bounce back in our heart space first. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I'm being drawn to, it's not your fault. Like some things are not supposed to, they're supposed to be jump offs to something else. You know what I mean? We weren't supposed to stay in that boat. We were supposed to use that boat as it sinks as an anchor, as a runway to boom, jump off to the next boat or to you. Does this make sense? You know what I mean? For some of you, we're looking at something you want to keep around, but it was supposed to be a jump off point towards something better. And it's like the longer that it goes on, it just takes and takes and takes. You don't receive, you don't receive. It's almost like the universe is shaking it up on purpose so that you get fed up. Or so that you let go of something. But it is for your happiness. It is for your greatest good. We have the Nine of Cups here. That's wish fulfillment coming in your future. The problem and what is standing in your way here between this and that, between what you were sitting in now, this form of lack, and your ultimate happiness is that feeling itself. I really want to say here, darling, shit happens. It's not your fault. Not every single endeavor was supposed to be um the jackpot. Yeah, that's it. And there might be an absolute other jackpot for you out there. And I also want to say it has something more to do with yourself and less to do with groups of people. But I also do feel like this pressure of people relying on you for something. Two of Swords reversed. Making a decision, coming unstuck, coming unblinded here. It's been hard. It's been difficult. So we are looking at a little bit of future energy. And I just want to say the saga continues, baby. If you've been having money issues, obviously that's probably what brought you here. And we can absolutely get you some help with that. But we got to take some personal accountability for our own decision making. And I feel like now it's time to head in a new direction. Oh, I just feel like so much reluctance to head in a new direction. I also feel this like fixed, stubborn energy, Leo. I'm a fixed sign too. So I'm not, no judgment, no shame, but I am feeling like this digging in my heels and I won't give up on something. And the universe is like, I really want to say kind of waiting for you to give up on something or to learn the lesson already. Others of you, it just comes right back to your heart. How do you feel about money? How do you feel about your place in earning? How do you feel about yourself? Right? With that victim mentality. Let's get you one more here, Leo. Decisions need to be made, but I feel like decisions to purge those feelings. There's something about time here as well. Like we don't want to let it go because we invested so much time and so much energy, maybe even so much money, and you will consider it as a loss. but we can't hold on to everything, Leo. Oh, that Five of Swords again in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Oh, Magician reversed. Virgo energy. It's a manipulator. It's a manipulator. You're maybe for some of you, you're trying to manipulate the situation rather than just go, okay, I'm lit. This is no fun anymore. I'm not getting what I need out of this. I'm just going to cut my losses. There's also a motivation here, right? I think what's funny about money is that people miss the mark, right? What we're trying to go for isn't necessarily the money itself. It's the beautiful things that the money provides. It's the happiness, it's the stability, it's the carefree nature. Here things are a struggle because we gotta scrimp and save and the feeling is off. You feel me? So coming in the future, the saga does continue, but what you are being here asked to do to help improve your money situation, love, is let go of those harsh feelings, understand your worth, your value, your power. Let go of those harsh feelings are such a big deal. What you expect to see is coming into play. But I feel like you're making it harder on yourself because there's almost like this, I should have done better. I should have, coulda, woulda, shoulda. But no, because it never was supposed to happen in the first place. And it's almost like we have to make the decision, even though it kind of stings the ego. And we don't like that part, Leo. Saying, okay, we're licked, we're going to do something else now, brings in a whole array of power. It frees you up to get what you deserve. It frees you up to create your own abundance. It's all about acceptance. It's a whoo, there's your abundance. It's all about acceptance. It's all about vibration, love. Hierophant's been popping out for almost every single read. Nine of Pentacles, very prominent as well. This is singularity, independence, happy, joyful. I do it on my own. I got this. I'm a provider. Look good, smell good, feel good. Highest wishes. This is coming for you, baby, but you've got to change the way you feel. You got to change the way you view things. Morals, values, commitments here coming into play very heavy. Got to untie ourselves from previous commitments also. Yeah, Ten of Swords. We've got Temperance here in reverse. There could be a lack of patience, or a lack of healing here. The healing is key. We need to heal the feelings first, watch the money flow after. Um, and for a lot of you, I know you hate to admit it, but it almost feels like we're lit. We're lit. That's it. Danzola. But baby, it's not a shade on you. You were supposed to be lit so that the universe can offer you something better. I mean, if we want to improve our money, we got to be allowing that energy to flow. And there's something here that if we're stuck in this old scenario, old commitment that needs to die, old way of thinking, or guilt or shame, um, then it just makes it even harder and even harder. But it feels like the universe is trying to bring you exactly what it is that you need, but you got a lot of muck and gunk holding you back or blocking the way, essentially. Got to open up, got to make the decision and say to yourself here, Leo, it ain't my fault. Shit happens. It is what it is. I won't stoop to lying, cheating, manipulating people to get what I want. I don't have to. I don't have to. I'm beautiful just the way I am. I'm stable the way that I am. Know it, own it, and it will come, baby. Okay? Really got to let go of whatever it is that we've been cultivating here to go on to a new. All right, Leos. I'm sorry if that's disappointing, but I understand. I mean, you can be headed for some beautiful things, but it really is all on your shoulders. It really is all about purging feelings and allowing the new to flow to you here, um, by freeing yourself up from expectation or current circumstance. All right, darling. Best of luck to you. Until I see you next time. If you enjoyed the reading, Leos, please give me a like. I hope it helps you gain some clarity and understanding on your situation. And I can't wait to see you bloom up to this level, darling. I know you can do it. I know you can. Best of luck. Now we're moving on here to my Virgos. Hello, my Virgos. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Let's jump in. Virgos. My Virgo people, what can we do here? When will money improve? Something's telling me go threes with you, baby. So let's see. Virgo, King of Pentacles. As I split the deck, your Earth energy right along with Taurus and Capricorn. And another, holy crap. Okay, we're hitting your energy. That's really great. Get a few more shuffles here. Money improve for my Virgos. Virgos, what can we do here? What can we do? What's the missing piece? When will money improve for my Virgo people? Clear, honest messages for the spirits and guides. Okay, one more after that. That one didn't show up so great. Thank you for being patient, Virgos. I appreciate you guys. All right, there it is. Here we go. Let's see what we have for you, my Virgo people. Whew. When will money improve for my Virgos? When will money improve for my Virgos? What do we got? Three of Pentacles reversed. So this is about, I want to say the people, because threes are a group. It's interesting because he is alone in this version. But the Three of Pentacles is a group, and this is not working out. Not everyone contributes, maybe, the same. So for some of you, your money can improve by associating with different people. Messages for Virgo, please, spirits, angels, guides. We got the 10 of Wands here. It's a heavy workload. For some of you, your money can improve when your mood improves, which means we have to delegate tasks out. Holding up all the weight of everybody's everything kind of chips away at you every single day. You know what I mean? We can only carry so much. We can only carry so much. It's a lot of weight, a lot of burden. Okay, so for some of you, there's a physical weight here that is holding you back from having the highest energy levels that you need to achieve. Okay, and remember, the messages are going to be different for everybody. I'm always going to be honest with what I see. But the 10 of Wands is carrying a big burden, a heavy workload. For some of you, a refusal to delegate tasks, so don't trust anyone else to do it correctly to your standards, Virgo, thank you, is creating a blockage between you and your abundance for some, okay? Or take on the world. Some of you trying to take on the world. My Virgos. Messages here for Virgos. When will money improve? What can we do? When will money improve for my Virgo people? Some of you think that if you put in more hours and more hours and more hours and work yourself down to a nub, that will bring what is you desire. But for some, it's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. Interesting. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, angels, guides. Whew. What do we got? Where my Virgos here? Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a stability. It's a celebration, recognition, I want to say. It's more in the six, but there's something about the progression from the four to the six that I'm getting intuitively. Thank you. So the Four of Wands is a celebration. It's a stern family, home, profitable, stable endeavor as well. Something, it's interesting. I'm seeing something not work out versus something working out. So I do want to say that there's a balance here, right? Oh, justice, yep, justice in reverse under there. There's a balance here that can be obtained to achieve abundance. The Empress, thank you, Spirit, under that. But things are off balance right now, and I do want to say it's a workload thing or a heavy weight, a burden that is holding you back from achieving your highest level. For some, again, delegating tasks, you got to go back. You got to go backwards like 6 pegs, right? You feel me? Take it down like 6 notches, whatever that means for you. When will the money improve? Whew, for my Virgos, 6 of Cups. Whew, King of Cups reversed. 6 of Cups is the past. Nostalgia. For some of you, you are insistent on working with a group of people that you've worked with for forever, but it's never worked out, or it's suddenly not working out, and we desire it to work out, but it's not. Others of you, a refusal to delegate tasks because you've always done it this way. And again, it just feels like it chips away at you, leading to some heavy emotions, maybe even some resentments here. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Pisces very heavy for me as a reader. But in the reverse, not a lot of care, not a lot of emotional stability. So for some of you, it bothers you that you can't rely on anyone, or when you rely on people, they don't do it to your standards, right? For some of you, it's about caring too much. We care too much, right? I would read this as a lack of care, but it almost feels like it's either a lack of care for yourself and you just carry it for everybody because they can't do it right anyway, or or you care too much about the tasks themselves and the perfection of having them done to a certain standard because you've always done it that way, but it's never produced. Virgo. Okay, again, going to be different for everybody. There is a level of stability coming in the future, but I do feel like what you've learned and your past has a lot to do with it. For some of you, providing for children is a huge factor. So I almost feel like for some of you, we're very steadfast in the idea that new endeavors cannot occur um, because we have enough going on. I'm being I'm being drawn back to the physical weight. It's almost like it's emotionally tinging. We can't even play with our children. We can't put in as much effort. We don't have the energy level that is required for some to gain that stability. So back to the stability of one's body, and this weight that we're carrying. For some, that you're breaking your back. Um, Others of you, it's like we've carried this heavy weight our whole lives. There is like a level of expectation, but also a tinge of feelings about it. Like we're not happy about it or we're pissed about it, maybe. But there's also like a refusal to delegate or to start something new or to reach the end of our rope here for some. You're holding yourself back, or you're being held back with this 10 of Wands. It's also beginning to affect you emotionally, is how that's coming across. When will the money improve? I feel like you're driving yourself nuts. There could be like a real overthinking here, Virgo. When will the money improve? We got, oh, wow, Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, you're putting too much value and emphasis on money itself and not enough. I don't remember what side I just had to tell this to, but it almost feels like you're putting too much emphasis on money itself and not enough on the feelings and the loves of the people around us, or maybe that there's a more important things than money. That maybe money isn't the only thing you have to give, Virgo. Or maybe money isn't the only thing that others have to give to you. For some, thank you, Spirit. I'm really being drawn to the fact that we've got a masculine and a feminine, and then we've got children here. So for some, this is your partnership, your marriage here. Maybe not being on the same page with your spouse. Maybe you can't trust them to take on some of these things. In that case, we're carrying the workload all ourselves. Of course, we're going to be a little pissy about it, you know? So in order to get ahead, we got to trust those around us. I really got to say, and quit the standard of what it's supposed to look like. But I'm also with this being if this is a married couple or some sort of partnership in your personal life that's affecting your money flow, this also could be within you, the masculine and feminine within you, needing to gain the balance of the two. But this could be also that you're not really on the same page with your person, your partner. Could be a personal relationship involving children, or could be a business partnership, right, that you've had for a long time. Either way, we need something new. We need a new vibration here. And I feel like there's a lot of perpetual hurt feelings that keep being brought up or keep being held onto. And I really get this energy that you are insisting I have to do it all myself. And that could be your first problem here, Virgo, because it almost feels like you could be freed up to bring in some really profitable endeavor, but we're being kind of stubborn about it, insisting that we carry this burden. And I almost feel like you have help or you could have help. And for some of you, something has never worked out and we just keep being there anyway, giving too much anyway, and then getting mad about it. Okay. Whew. Could be a job, could be a relationship, anything for you. Again, it's going to be different for everybody. When will the money improve? So these are the things that we have to take care of. These, we, in order to improve your money situation, if you want to see abundance in your life, you can create it, but we can't create it from a place of not having any wiggle room and really harsh feelings or no care at all. You feel me? It's like the nail in the coffin. When will Virgo's money improve? Yeah, when you stop like insisting on it all being on you, I feel like you'll see things. I think that's when you'll see things happen. We got the Ten of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Swords. Oy. For some of you, an instability of a partnership is and this lack of trust comes from an already broken heart or something that you've learned from somebody. In that case, I gotta say, why are we building with them? Why are we trying to create a steady foundation if we know already? That's just for some of you. Others of you here lying in the future, if we don't delegate, if we don't purge out some feelings, have some conversations, I want to say. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. A conversation might be in order. A loving conversation might be in order. But the Knight of Cups is good news coming ahead. I do feel things will balance out, but you have to take that initiative. You have to do it for yourself. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it's like we're not getting what we want. We're not receiving, but we're also not giving away shit here, bro. You feel me? I'm not trying to be mean. But yeah, your key here, Virgo, I'm really, really getting strongly. You've got to delegate some tasks in the home, in the business, in the family. You got to delegate some tasks. And, I mean, let go of the standards. People are going to disappoint you. Not everybody's going to be able to do it exactly the way you want to see it done. I'm getting like, give them a chance. It won't always be perfect. It won't always work out on every single level, but it's going to feel better. It's going to go easier and it's going to lead to a lot more than you struggling and striving, thank you, Spirit, to do it yourself. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That is like literally what I'm getting for you here, honey. Let's get one more. I do see the good news coming with the Knight of Cups. That's wonderful. I feel like good news comes when you free up these vibrations or these tasks. I'm almost feeling like this is a broken record, but can we get any more information? Wheel of Fortune and the Star card at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you have the ability. Virgo, you have the ability to change your path. Ace of Cups under that. World card. Are you shitting me? World card. Ace of Cups. Star card. Wheel of Fortune. Highest level here. What is it about? Like, you know what I think? I think freeing you up with the tasks and stuff, or maybe shedding some of this weight, frees you up in a way that it brings you a new vibe and it frees you up that you have time to put into other things or to trim up that your schedule book, your house, your body, whatever it is. But the choice is within you. It is going to take time as well. So there's a level of patience here, a level of an understanding. Also, we got to keep going with our own personal efforts and let them do them. We can't get stuck in a perspective, can't get stuck in an expectation. Fixed energy with the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of time, especially if you're trying to lose weight, being honest. This is going to take time. Don't get discouraged. Because if you really want to get to the highest level and achieve what you want to achieve, you want your money to improve, you want that abundance, baby, you want that stability. There's something about you don't have to do it on your own. You don't have to do it on your own, Virgo. Okay? Yeah. I hope that helps you gain some clarity and understanding. And I hope it helps you guys going forward. Again, I do feel like good news is coming, but there's a lot riding on your shoulders, a lot riding on your shoulders. And that is literally the key to opening the floodgates of abundance. Don't get discouraged. Yeah, don't get discouraged and allow people to do what they got to do in the way they got to do it. And I feel like you're going to feel so much better day to day. And that's what's going to open these opportunities to come. Okay, let's. All right, that's all that wants to be said. Best of luck with y'all. I love you so much, my Virgos. Please give me a like and like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. If you're new here, especially subscribe if you vibe. But yeah, Virgos, I appreciate you. And yeah, any little bit that you can help that you could do helps the channel to grow. So thank you guys. Moving on now to my Libras. Hello, Libras. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Let's jump on in. Let's see. When will your money improve? What do we got to do, right? When will money get better? Let's see. Do remember, they are general. Why do I feel like there's another person around you? Let's see what comes out here, love. Messages for Libras. Libras. When, when will the money improve and flow from the Libras? Get nice and mixed up here. Libra. Thank you guys for being patient. I sure hope you're doing well out there in the world. Get one more of these. Make sure she's nice and cleansed. Okay, Libras. When will the money improve for my Libra? Messages here for my Libras. Wow, you guys, that was a lot. Ooh, Three of Cups have been coming out all over the place. Notice that on the bottom of the deck here. All right, we have the Six of Swords. Damn! Ace of Pentacles. King of Wands reversed. Seven of Swords in reverse. Temperance. I did feel temperance for you, loves. And that damn King of Pentacles. Why do I got two kings here? First of all. Okay, hold on. This is a lot to unpack all at once. There's definitely some patience, some healing, and some balance that needs to be gained here. I feel like the balance between these two masculine energies. So I don't know if this is a partnership, maybe somebody you're working with is always fighting you for like superiority or fighting for dominance. Yeah, it feels like somebody here is angry with that King of Wands reversed. It's like they're fighting you for dominance. They want to be the one, at all costs, I hear, at all costs with Seven of Swords reversed. Now, Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing, greed, coming back for the rest, right? This guy has stolen five of the seven swords. He's buying those other two. He's coming back for it. He's sneaky. This guy's sly. In the reverse, not as sly as he friggin' thinks he is. We're seeing something. We're noticing something here. Libra. Now, there's a massive financial opportunity coming in your future here with the Ace of Pentacles. but it's just getting to that energy. I feel like for some of you, travel is required with the Six of Swords, moving on, moving forward. She is headed right towards the coin. You feel me? Like she's headed right towards the coin. The coin is a new opportunity. That's the jumping point that you need to gain the stability you desire. But these freaking two energies. For some of you, you could be really hot and heavy on your masculine energy and lacking the feminine. Like, where's the soft side? This is the receiving energy. You feel me? The feminine is the receiving energy. I'm getting that soft feminine from this temperance here. She's an angel. She's an angel of balance. She balances thoughts and feelings. She tempers her passions and emotions. She creates this peace, peace coming in very heavy for you here, Libra, within herself. So there's something about maybe there's no peace within you at this time, or peace is been hard to obtain because there's this almost like too much masculine, too much overbearing, egotistical, over controlling masculine. I also feel like you don't have to push so hard for your place. I want to get a clarifier on the Seven of Swords because this is at all costs, right? That's what that feels like. So for some of you, you're ready to stoop down low, or somebody you know is ready to make some very poor decisions, to take something that maybe isn't theirs, or to try to earn something that or gain something out of some sort of impure energy. I got to be honest. My computer's gonna die. Hold on. So whether that's you or somebody that you're dealing with here, Libra, could be somebody that you got, shared finances with or money tied up with. I'm plugging this in. Hold on. Are we good? I think we're good. Oh no, I knocked over my lamp. All sorts of chaos here all of a sudden. So I'll struggle to get to this abundance. But there is an opportunity. I do feel like you need to make certain action here. But I'm concerned with this energy. Make sure that you are pure of heart. Make sure that you're soft in your intentions. Good intentions here to achieve what you want. Not saying that you have had impure intentions, but at the same time, there is something a little rough here, whether it's you or someone you're dealing with. Okay. Could be a company that does like shady dealings. You perpetuate this by working for them, but you know the secrets. Something like that could be. Okay. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords reversed for Libra. For Libra's money. Who's taking from you? Is there somebody taking from you? When this becomes obvious, it's important you make those decisions to get away from this person, if that's the case. I do see the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Swords in reverse wanted to come out. Something better for you elsewhere, whatever that means for you. What are the Seven of Swords reversed? But you don't have to stoop to get it. You got to rise to get it. But there may be this fear that you might have to stoop down to something that's against your morals, or somebody is willing to like do something against their morals, something that combats their peace of mind to have peace and stability of money. Does that make sense? Peace with their money. Anyway, okay. Okay, for some, do you want me to say that? Hold on. Oh God, please don't take this the wrong way. And I'm not saying that this is you, but this is the vibe that's coming out right now. This has a feeling like an OnlyFans, kind of thing, OF, or something of that nature, where it's like we're ready to do something that compromises our morals or integrity in order to get something. And there's like this high energy of like egotistical, weird men provide the money. Oh, I don't like that. And does that really bring you peace? You know what I mean? Yeah, there's something about how bad we need the masculine in a case like that. And we also need to be overly masculine ourselves to compete in a world that, yeah, we shouldn't even be involved in. Okay, whoo. Ugh, a lot of crazy just wanted to pop out. Tell me more of that Seven of Swords reverse for Libra. I feel like I'm talking too long. All right, we have Nine of Swords. See, this is what I'm talking about. The anxiety, the worry, the fret, the dread, the what if, the what if, the what if causes somebody here to make a poor decision, or causes someone here around, maybe even around you, to continuously make poor decisions. No offense to you, Libra, but it feels like it needs to be noticed and recognized and changed. You could be like overly ambitious, right, in your career, but it doesn't really require that. It doesn't require that that like go push through and get there. It's mine. It really actually requires more of a gentle gliding towards what brings you peace. In like I want to say a feminine sort of way. I'm really getting the feminine here for some reason. I'm getting like there's the lack of feminine in this over masculine world here, this competitive nature. I feel like you don't have to struggle so hard. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's some inspiration here, some gift within you, a spark, a new idea potentially. But be careful of that. Be careful of that because that inspiration, that new idea can start with, oh, I'll just open an OF channel, but it compromises your integrity and it caters to an energy that, even though it seems like it's a grand opportunity, won't lead you where you want to go. Others of you, it will lead you where you want to go, but at what cost? You feel me? It isn't, if it's coming off like it's not worth it. So how do we get the abundance we want without compromising our integrity? How do we get to what we desire without caving into this worry, fret, dread, egotistical sort of over ambitious, nature, when it's more about the heart? It's more about allowing it to come to you. It's more about gently gliding into the right direction. This has an energy of like it is meeting you where you meet to it. You feel me? There's nothing pushy pulley. There's nothing stressful or struggle about it. So if it's been a struggle, perhaps that's been part of the problem, is that you expect it to be a struggle or perpetuate the struggle, or like there's this like overbearing, controlling sort of, I'll fight for it and I'll get it no matter what sort of energy. And that's going to be the first problem to that, right? Seven of Pentacles here in reverse, Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is slow and steady. This is effort, daily effort, methodical planning, patience. Patience in your investments, right? For some of you, this is about it's not going anywhere. It hasn't been going anywhere. It's about where we've been investing. Our time, our money, our energy. Do you have an idea? I feel like there's an endeavor. There's like an endeavor. You have a story to share in a book. You've got some talent to share. There was another sign that came up like this as well. There's something special about you. And maybe it just comes right down to your heart. Like, and just being this angelic, like guiding light, balance to others. It's very natural. We don't have to force it so much. That forceful energy almost feels like it's causing investments to go sour. So what can you do to improve your money? Well, first of all, it's going to sound weird, but don't worry about your money as much. Just make steady, proper motions, steady investments, slow and steady, meaning with love, with passion, with integrity, with effort here, towards things that are morally just, that are good for you, that are worth it in the long run because they provide more to you than just a quick buck. This is like something that can grow because it comes from a place of balance, right? Because it starts as a proper investment. But I'm being honest that for some, there's a way that this can go very sour. There is an opportunity coming for you, love, meeting you halfway. There's the key of making the effort towards it yourself? And what are you investing in? I really want to say the vibration, the feeling of the in the moral compass of what it is that you've been investing in. Where's it coming from? Is it coming from a place of struggle, strife? I'm gonna get it, get it, get it. Is it coming from a place of I have to get it, I have to get it? Um, correct those vibrations and you correct the soil in which you stand. That right there plant seeds in a new direction. Slow, steady patience, not this hard and fast fighting for it, gotta struggle, gotta lower myself to achieve. No, and I feel like it should come more naturally, right? And I feel like there's a reason it hasn't been. We have the Ace of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. Um, and it has a lot to do with investment of time, energy, and, feeling. Yeah, Three of Wands, landing right there on our Temperance card. Patience for some travel, but patience. I feel like travel towards it slowly, vibrationally, as it comes to you. Yes, patience for it. Oh my gosh, I said wands. Wands. The Sun card here in reverse. It's Leo energy. This is something not being seen or not making you happy in the long run. So again, here I feel Libra, the key for you to have your money situation improve is very much vibrational. So much vibrational, it's ridiculous. And something about being willing to dim our light or lower ourselves or because of a lack of patience. We need to have some faith here, darling. I know that's so much easier said than done. Um, yeah. So much so that it's almost like, ooh, that angers me hearing that. But if you examine it within yourself, you will see that it is true. Um, proper investments, because not every opportunity is very, very important that you're discerning coming in the future. Not every opportunity is to be taken, but there is one golden opportunity here that is coming. Will you see it? Hmm. You will not be able to. Thank you, Spirit. You will not be able to see it in the future here, love. If we're in an angry state, egotistical state, dealing with people who are overly pushy, um, demanding upon us, or if we're really, really worried to a point where I'm willing to do anything to get my rent paid. That's your first mistake. Just know, universe gonna pay your rent. It's you know what I mean? If we know it, then something comes along, something meets us halfway. But it feels like we're very much in a desperate, yeah, yeah, thank you, Spirit. In a very desperate situation or a very desperate sort of feeling. So be very discerning, weighing your options here in the future of what's going to bring the money that is aligned to your morals and values and what could bring the same amount of money or more, but doesn't. Takes from you on a soul level, which is so much more detrimental to you. When we're complete on a soul level, we will gain that abundance no matter what. So your finances can improve here left in the future if we are really, really careful about which vibrations we're sitting in, which opportunities we're going towards, and why. That's exactly what it is for you, left. For some, this is diving into your shadow. Some of you, it doesn't feel good, but that's okay. It's okay that we have to admit ourselves what we were about to do and go, I'm so glad I didn't do that. Or tell the universe, like, I know that something better is going to come along, that I don't have to do that. I don't have to take that avenue because it really does feel below you, baby. It really does. Whatever this is, one of these options is below you. Okay. So there's a golden opportunity here to hit a higher vibration, a higher note than where we've been sitting, but it very much relies on you having faith and not stooping to some level that is not you in the first place, right? Yeah. My goodness. I hope that helps. Hope that helps you, Libra, gain some clarity. It is about proper investment now. You're going to have, I want to say multiple, but at least two opportunities because it feels like one is good and one is bad. You feel me? Like there's all sorts of facets to this. Just like the temperance has two. It almost feels like maybe a double-edged sword or a double-edged coin, or there's like two opportunities here. One is good to your morals and your money, and one might be good to your money, but will shit on your morals, will shit on your spirit, and it's not worth it. Okay? So be discerning. Be discerning going forward, loves. Slow and steady wins the race, and do not worry about how you're going to get there. Just know that you will. Okay? I know that's so hard in the times of need, but this is so key on the the good opportunity coming to you. You feel me? That they're open and available to it on a vibrational level. All right, loves. I'm gonna call it there. Best of luck to you, my Libras. I just love you. Peace, love, and light to you always. If you enjoyed the reading, please give me a like. Feel free to share, comment, all that jazz. Subscribe if you vibe. I appreciate you all. Anything you're able to do really helps the channel to grow. So thank you, Libras. On now to my Scorpio people. Hello, my Scorpios. Let's jump in. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I appreciate you guys for being here. Let's see what's up with your money situation. What can we do here? Scorpios. Messages here for Scorpios. Please, spirits, angels, guides. That's a good shuffle. Yeah, Scorpios. Let's see what we got from some messages here. When will the money improve? What can Scorpio do? When will the money flow improve? And Scorpios. Please, spirits, angels, guides, clear, honest, wonderful spirit for my Scorpio fam. All right, let's get a couple of these and one more of these little doodly daddlies. Scorpio, Queen Cups, you, Cancer, and Pisces. Yeah, let's get a couple. Whew, when will Scorpio's money improve? What does Scorpio gotta do? You feel me? Let's see. What do we gotta do here, Scorpio? I heard to maximize profits. That's right. That's right. Okay, what do we got to do to maximize profits here? When will money improve for my Scorpios? Boom. We have the Page of Swords here in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse is a little bit preliminary. He's premature. He's kind of a scoundrel, somebody who doesn't really learn a lesson. So for some of you, you're just not utilizing some type of knowledge that you learned. For some of you, you're in the middle of going to school. It causes a lot of debt, being drawn to the fact that causes a lot of debt. Um, yeah. But for some, you're not utilizing something you know or you've learned or some skill you have. Okay. When will Scorpio's money improve? What could Scorpio do? Justice here. You're not doing yourself any favors, okay? And that Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Tender love and care, being drawn to the tender love and care. Libra energy here with the Justice card. In reverse here, I feel like you're not doing yourself any favors because it feels like you really do know something here. Justice card is about balance. It's about, for some, the justice system. Be sure that you're not breaking the law here. Got to be honest. That's just coming out. It could be someone around you, of course, as well. But this is like karma catching up with somebody, something of that nature. If you're tied to people who are doing ill dealings, and not learning your lesson here, Scorpio, still kind of giving to people who don't deserve that love from you, then yeah, that's kind of going to be a lesson for you to learn at some point, okay? Remember, these are general messages. But I do feel like utilizing what you know and utilizing something that you love, maybe a skill that you love, could balance out your financial situation a little more. What if this Justice card in reverse? Specifically. Oh, that's a lot. Thank you, Spirit. And we ended up with that cup, that Queen of Cups. Dang. Okay, look, I'm just gonna note these, and we're gonna have to shuffle them back in because it's just too darn many, y'all. Death card reversed. Your energy, Scorpio. The Sun card. The Six of Wands. and the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Leo energy, fixed energy, you on the board, an announcement on the board, some bit of good news, some bit of happy news, something we've been waiting for, looking forward to, or maybe been working towards for a long time with this Wheel of Fortune. So what's the missing piece? Why is Justice in reverse? Five of Wands in reverse. I heard entertaining. For some of you, entertaining drama, gossip, situations that with people, right? Groups of people that just perpetuate some form of struggle or lack or drama. Yeah. For some of you, somebody's like breaking the law. It feels like they're going to take you down with them, Scorp. Abort mission. For some of you, it's about who you're working with. Okay. If you know that you're working for a company, or a group of people that are doing shady dealings, I would definitely bone out now, honestly. Bone the fuck out. No explanation necessary. Just go cold and silent. Honestly, I would. Just say. For some of you, that's necessary if you know you're in that case. But not utilizing what you've learned. Not utilizing what you've learned brings on something yucky. Yucky. But we can change this. A bit of good news here. The Page of Cups. For some, an apology. For some of you, you feel like maybe you owe someone an apology. It's affecting your work relationships or your ability to focus at work, to do the tasks that you know how to do. Others of you, it's like getting caught up in other people's drama. They're like side drama. I wanted to say side quests. That's funny. Getting caught up in people's bullshit is making it hard for you to gain clarity on your own endeavors or to see things correctly about this group of people. How is this affecting your mind? It's got to be people that you're like sharing work with. There could be like finances here, roommate situation. In that case, yeah, I just feel like don't play the game with them. Scorpios, messages here for Scorpios. When will Scorpio's money improve? That is so much. Following the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth, Ace of Swords. So for some of you, it's an endeavor of sharing your voice, right? I am getting like having a platform, a blog, a vlog, a YouTube channel, writing, something that allows you to express yourself. For some, this imbalance comes from you stifling your own personal expression. So you want to get money, you want to get an improvement in your financial situation, but it's almost like you're holding yourself back from sharing what you know, or you're not utilizing the opportunities that you could create for yourself to share what you know. This also does have a feeling like letting the group get you down. Like there's drama and there's fussing and fighting, and maybe you got a group of people around you who just talk shit and shady and blah, 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 doesn't have your true best at heart. Don't listen to those people. It feels like it feels like for some they're like overly skeptical or overly judgmental, if you're dealing with a group of people. Try not to listen to their bullshit. Utilize what you know personally here, Scorpio, what you've learned to change your life. For some, your karma, your path, you know what I mean? For some, this is also about purity of intention. Just gotta be honest. Gotta keep intentions pure. That's coming out a lot for the collective. Just so you know, it's not just you, Scorp. I think we all get into those modes of like desperation and confusion, and it's hard to see a way out, but we don't need to see a way out. We just need to know that the universe will guide us there. Now, for you specifically, you've got something here that you can share. You've got words. You got the power of speech. You've got communication. You've got words. You've got truth. You've got something to say but you're not. Your money will improve when you do say it. Whatever it is, like if you want to start something that gives you a platform for self-expression, I would absolutely say there's big money in that level because that's true to heart. That's true to self. We got Four of Swords. I wouldn't start it until you're healed because something about the delivery of your truth, or the delivery of your messages, you don't want to get on bad blood with the collective or bad blood with people because we weren't healed in the first place, whatever that means for you. But the Four of Swords here, you also need to be very patient, love. We got two fours. Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. I do feel like there's a detachment from the action that could be taken and the knowledge itself. Like there's a detachment from having the knowledge versus utilizing it and using it. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. There might be some fear here. Fear of rejection from a collective of people. You just want to be belonged. You just want to be accepted. But I also feel like there may be a wounding here. This has a lot to do with your expression, darling. And you might be holding yourself back from fear, but I also feel like there's a wounding here. Something maybe that you've learned, but it's maybe not even a full truth for some, right? Patterns of what you expect to see, how you expect to rub people the wrong way. They don't understand you. I feel like once you go back to being true of self, healing comes from that as a product. Balance comes from that as a byproduct. We start aligning more with our destiny here, darling. I feel like you're going against your own destiny for a lot of you, okay? Because there's something that you really need to be utilizing. You have something to give and you're not giving it. And it's like so key. Yeah, fear here. Fear, lack of faith, Fool card in reverse. I feel like you're afraid how you'll be received by others around you. Oh, Scorpio, not everybody's going to get you and not everybody deserves to. Let me be real with you. Not everybody deserves to. Look at the synchronicities here. With all these aces that we keep seeing, and then these two threes, we saw the two fours. Slow and steady progression is what I'm feeling with that. But you're definitely like allowing the collective to hold you back, or you're allowing your fear to hold you back. There's some sort of blockage here from lack of faith or lack of utilizing what you know or expressing what you know. Green light, go, Scorpio. What you waiting for? You're afraid of something. You're afraid. I really feel like you're afraid of what's going to happen to you if you express yourself, or how you're going to be received by those around you. But you're stopping yourself from receiving here. It does feel like you're when you stop your own expression, you're stopping the flow of the money that could come to you from that. We got the Empress here. Yeah, I feel like there's so much possibility for something to grow if you just open up a little bit and share. That's all you got to do here. If you want to see your money get better, share what you know, share your knowledge. Boom, you're done. I know it feels like way more cut and dry. I'm saying it like it's so cut and dry and it feels like way more gunky than that, but that's like what I'm seeing here. Oh, messages for Scorpio. Win with Scorpios. Money improve. There's something you know, baby. There's something you know. And Spirit is saying get out there and share without fear of getting hurt, without fear. And I don't know why I'm bringing this up. Okay, so on my channel, sometimes you get a bad comment. You know, you put yourself out there. Not everybody's going to align. Not even everybody's going to understand what you're saying, really. Sometimes you don't feel heard no matter how you express it, right? It almost makes you want to just shut down to begin with because it's like, why even open up when you're not going to get me no matter what? But getting it out is more for you than it is for their receiving of the information anyway, right? So on my channel, I will leave these shitty comments up. If I get a crap comment, I usually don't reply. I just leave it up. Why? Because it's more of a reflection on them that they are so mean or that they don't understand. And that is so obvious to everyone else. And it's obvious to me. So it doesn't bother me to leave a comment up because I don't believe that shit anyway. You know what I mean? Like, that's just your opinion. That's just one person's opinion. And when we put that shitty vibration out there and leave it up for all to see, that really reflects more on us than it does on anyone else. So I feel like here, Scorpio might be overthinking the process and overthinking with these what ifs, how will I be taken? How will they receive me? Who the fuck cares? If they don't get you, it's their problem. And if you don't get the response you desire, okay, that's cool. We keep going, right? There's so many people that are just not going to get you. Scorpios, we're deep. We're so deep. Not everybody's going to get you. It's okay. They weren't meant to. How can we make that money improve for my Scorpios? Okay, we got the Page of Cups here. Good news, babe. Woo, good news. I want to say depends on how you look at it. That's funny. Good versus bad. Interesting. Good news versus bad news. Anything can be good or it can be bad depending on how you view it. Nine of Wands reversed. So Nine of Wands is the beat warrior, right? This is a person who's fucking just over it, but we keep going anyway. We're so tired of crap. This is the perpetual struggle, the battle. It just never ends. Here, it can end. It doesn't have to be such a struggle. It doesn't have to be so hard. It feels hard because we stop ourselves. It feels hard because we put so much emphasis on others. You know what I mean? Wheel of Fortune here. Give it another chance. Give it a chance. Give yourself a chance, Scorpio. You can change your own luck. It's all about time, energy, effort, and how you view these ebbs and these flows, these ups and these downs. I also got to say, money is expected to flow. Money comes and goes, right? It wants to come and go. It wants to be spent. Money doesn't come to you so that it could sit there. It comes to you so you could spend it on something fun so you could feel great, you know? And it feels like here you've got a lot to say that getting it out will make you feel pretty damn great. But you're just holding yourself back through fear. So you will see your money improve when you get out there and tell everybody, teach everybody what it is you know. Can I get just, yeah, one more? Thank you, Spirit. Death card in reverse here. Some form of ending or some form of acceptance here. I really want to say it's more like, yeah, it's rubbing me different. Hold on. This is like, thank you, Spirit. This is like for you, Scorpio, you're fearing the death of something. Like you're fearing something being worse than it actually is. Yep, thank you. Whew. It feels like death. It's like, oh no, but it's really not. It's like not even that bad, bro. Okay, we got the 10 of Cups reversed. It's not even that bad, bro. But here, 10 of Cups. This family discord, not happy. I really feel like we're perpetuating it here, Scorpio, keeping something around, keeping something going, fighting for something or against something. And it shouldn't even be that hard. It all goes back to your expression of your feelings. For some of you, we're getting overly emotional about our personal situation, taking it to work with us, expecting great results, but we're not even clear-headed enough. We're too emotional over this discord or over whatever anybody else thinks or says. I feel like you're anticipating something that's really not as bad as you think it's going to be. You might just fear being honest or fear being honest with fear being honest with the collective as a whole or the very personal relationships, the people around you. But I feel like that expression is key to you going to the next level in your abundance, Scorpio. And it will provide for your home and your family, but it's not going to go from 0 to 60 either, right? You got to give it a chance. You got to give it time. And then when and if some disappointments come, we have to allow that, we have to shrug it off our shoulders a little bit more. We can't hold resentments. We can't be like, oh, this and that. And we can't take it personally. Thank you, Spirit. We cannot take it personally. Some people are shit starters. Some people are trolls. Some people just want to take people down for no other reason other than to hurt because they're miserable. Um, some people are energy vampires, just looking to take any bit of happiness and joy and suck it right from you. You know, other people don't want to work; they just want you to work for them. There's all sorts of varying issues here, but it all comes back to you have something to say to I want to say, very big audience of people, or you have something that you want to teach and you're holding yourself back from that. Spirit is saying your money will improve when we go for it, darling. So go for it. Jump in, no fear, have faith. Best of luck, Scorpio. I really feel like you got this. It's all on your shoulders to follow your truth, baby. And to catalyze that healing. Thank you, Spirit. When you are so true to yourself that you're unshakable, it brings that healing as well. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Scorpios, I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments below how that resonated for you. Give me a like if you enjoyed it. I really hope this helps you see this pattern. And I can't wait I can't wait to see what you have to say. And once it's out, how that floodgate of abundance is going to come to you from just you living in your truth, baby. That's going to be awesome because we're going to take this from this to this. Yep. All right, Scorp. I love you. Best of luck. Until I see you next time, headed on right now to my Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's jump on in. And thank you so much for being here for your reading. I really appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and cleanse these cards. Jump on in. Oh, I just realized you can't see me cleansing the cards. That means nobody else saw me cleansing these cards the whole time. Um, I hope we figured it out. I'm sure we did. Okay, anyway, Sag, on to you, loves. What do we gotta do here? What can we do? When will money improve for Sagittarius? These spirits, angels, guides, clear, honest messages for Sagittarius. What can Sag do? Money flow. When will money flow improve here? What can Sag do? Thank you, Sagittarius. I mean, you're being patient. Let's get one more. Ooh, Sagittarius. When will money improve for my Sag? Okay. All right, we're ready. Let's jump on in. Let's see what we got here. When will money improve for my Sag? All right, well, we have the Queen of Wands reversed and the Eight of Wands reversed. So I'm being really drawn to the confidence level of the Queen of Wands in reverse. For some of you, you're distracted by some kind of competition. I heard the other woman. All right, so it's causing you to not go after all that you can or not be all that you can be in the army. But you know what I mean? There's like a confidence level here. Or we're comparing ourselves to others. I am feeling heavy competition. I'm just saying. And it causes like a fear or it causes us to feel some type of way within ourselves. The Queen of Wands is your energy, Sagittarius, but it can be Aries or Leo as well. Eight of Wands in reverse is like no communication, no drive, no putting out resumes, no going forward. And either that there's like a feeling of resentment or frustration because there's no response back to some type of effort, or it stifles the effort entirely. Okay, it's going to be different for everybody here, Sag, but I am feeling that confidence level. A confidence in an expression here with the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Confidence in communication, confidence in putting yourself out there, taking that action. And will the money improve for my Sag? We got the Four of Pentacles here. That talks about hoarding, holding on here. Maybe holding on to harsh feelings or using, the physical world to kind of cushion emotions. For some of you, you're maybe putting emphasis on, thank you, Spirit. For some, you might be putting emphasis on what we have equals what we are. And that couldn't be further from the truth, right? Or what you have creates how you look to other people, or how good you feel about yourself. Like what we have creates our own self-esteem. for some. Four of Pentacles is a it's a pinching, it's a saving, it's a I do feel this encasement, like we're afraid to get out of some financial contracts or binds as well. It almost feels like we desire um being in the spotlight, but also shying away from it at the same time, or we desire to be some type of entrepreneur or to gain something here, and yet we're so afraid of what's going to happen if we don't, or we're so afraid of exposing ourselves. He's covering his heart with the coin, right? So for some, it's like a comfort of the physical world cushions, mm, you know, comforts of the physical world makes us feel better about who we are for some. Can be someone around you as well, Sagittarius, okay? There is a need of really being drawn with this Fool at the bottom of the deck, Aries energy, of a cleaning of the slate. A cleaning of the slate. That could be debt. It could be feelings related. It could be a clearing of the slate of all that you've been hoarding. That's like causing you to live in this vibration that's not giving you that abundance. I do feel like you're stifling yourself. Okay, we got the Ten of Pentacles. I had my eyes closed. That popped out and I didn't even see it. For some of you, that might be indicative as well. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is having it all. Like, I feel like you're way more attractive than you think you are. You're way more confident, vivacious, magnetic. Is that the scary part? People flock to you. Maybe you don't want them to. It's scary when they come up on you like that all the damn time. But I also think you're way more powerful than you believe. I mean, this is like from the outside world, me looking in, it's like you have it all, Sag. You already have it all. So for some of you, this is about gratitude, right? If we already have it all, but we feel like we don't, at what point will the universe say, okay, you know, just saying, just saying, and just being real honest, obviously, always going to be honest with what I see, Sagittarius. Ten of Pentacles, this is legacy, home, family, stability, money flow. For some of you, just haven't been able to get the confidence level to gain, but here lying in the future, that abundance you've been seeking, having it all, that Ten of Pentacles. So it's almost like there's no need to be so reluctant. There's no need to hold yourself back from what you desire. There's no need to be so fearful either that you're going to lose out on something. Something about gambling coming to mind. Like the risk or the gamble of new investments, the risk or the gamble of leaving things behind or confidently going on your own accord or own endeavor. For some of you, we're afraid to compete because we feel like we won't shine. Bullshit. You always shine. Sag, that's bullshit. You always shine. And here you'll have it all. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But the confidence level. So what's holding you back is how good you feel about yourself and how good you feel about where you stand. I really feel like for some of you, money creates confidence within you, or having a certain, like if we were carrying a Gucci bag, if we got a Rolex watch, if we, stuff like that, then that creates some sort of value. And when we don't have those things, we lose our value. And that's just not true. You're giving up your value if in that case. You're choosing to feel that way. Okay. Oh, holy crap, it's a lot. Okay, we're gonna shuffle these back. But we're going with these lone wolves here. We got the Three of Swords reversed and the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. This is feeling damn good about who you are. Emotional independence, stability of emotion within yourself, right? But there's this Three of Swords here in reverse. There was heartbreak. Your past could be holding you back. The way you view yourself and your attractiveness level, your confidence level, the way you view yourself has a lot Sag has a huge part to play in this recovery and in this like gaining this confidence to go forward. Three of Swords is a recovery from something painful, hurtful. So for some of you, it's been so hard financially that the idea of achieving is just feels so far away. But I promise you, the more you cave into feelings of abundance and emotional security and happiness within yourself, joy for who you are, where you stand as you stand, the more self-love, all of those things melt harsh feelings away. All of those things create, ah, gosh, like a there's no way the universe won't respond to that. That is the way that the universe responds. Right? You feel me, Sag? Us knowing that we deserve, that we will have it all, that we have it all now. That's that is how we gain. I'm also hearing fake it till you make it. For some of you, just getting out there, whether you feel good about it or not, fake it till you make it creates making it. Okay, so that's just for some of you, but I really feel like the proof's in the pudding. You put yourself out there, you don't receive that shitty response that you might be expecting to see. Or maybe you do, but you shrug it off in a proper way. You don't allow it to affect you here, Sag, and you feel good anyways. That's when the universe begins to respond. Things change. Boom, money comes. You have to know you're deserving of money. Money wants to be with you, baby. Sag, you're the best person money can be with. You're the best person money can date. You are the most attractive. You are the most abundant. Like, this is how we need to be living to gain this abundance. And I feel like just a little effort here, Sag, on this energy. Like, just a little bit of opening up. Just a little bit of letting yourself shine. The proof's in the pudding. Like, even you won't be able to deny doors opening up after that. Right? So it does feel like your confidence has been shaken, potentially from past disappointments as well for some of you. Or again, with this level of, yeah, we're going to be disappointed if every time we don't receive a Gucci bag or a whatever we're seeking to give us that self-esteem, that dopamine high, we don't get those things, and yeah, we're going to feel disappointed. So the problem here is cut out the need for that excess, like outside approval. Be approving of yourself, Sag. Be approving of yourself, and that's the key to your money. And further messages for Sag. When will money improve? When will the money flow improve? Yeah, 5 cups at the bottom of the deck. There is still a lot of feelings in relation to money, or not having something really shakes your confidence, and it's hard to bring it. Oh, 6 of Wands reversed. Damn, Sag. 6 of Wands reversed and the 2 of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're relying too much on other people to provide you with what you should know about yourself already. Some of you, I got to be honest, there's ego involved, past disappointments. We can't get over something. We're holding other people's shitty opinions way too high, way too high. And I know there's a part of us that's just dying to announce we made it. But at the same time, that's so scary. At the same time, everyone's going to be so pissed. At the same time, everyone's going to have an opinion of what they think you deserve, Sag. And we can't be living in their opinions. Fuck their opinions. I mean, I hate to curse. Sorry, guys. It flows out how it wants to flow out. And I apologize if that's not your gig, but this is how this wants to be said. It's hard when you're relying on other people to tell you the good things about you. That's your key to your money, Sag, is knowing already without a shadow of a doubt and without any outside approval that where you stand isn't just good enough, it's perfect just the way that a damn is. That you're right where you need to be. You look and feel and smell and act and you're on your point, man. You are vibrationally this beam of light. Everyone will flock to you. And maybe that's the scary part, that everyone's going to want a piece of you, Sag. Everyone's going to be like, hey, Sag, 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 Sag. So then we got to wonder, is it worth it? There are several ways to create this abundance. For you, I feel It very much has everything to do with you feeling good about you no matter what. And feeling strong and confident within yourself that these energy vampires, if they be coming around, can't take from you anymore. You know what I mean, Sag? Ego might be pretty highly involved here. Some harsh feelings might be very involved here. And in the future, we can't let others affect our stability of self, or let others affect our money, because we care what they think. No more seeking approval from outside sources, Sag. Your money, your money situation will improve when your confidence level improves, and when you maybe even for some stop associating with people who are kind of just shit, like no offense, but they maybe don't want to see you succeed for some. Or when you succeed, you're out there in the open, they just want to just drag you down or just take pieces of you. And then in that case, then boom, barriers, right? It's going to be different for everybody. But there's a need to stick into one's confidence. So whether that's like putting your foot down, sorry, I can't do that for you. That's not worth it to me. I will not accept that. Um, or that's not right about me when they try to tell you you're some type of way, or they use petty names. I'm not that way. I'm not those petty names. I'm a beautiful being of light, and having that confidence within yourself, Sag, no matter what. That's the key to your money. Whatever that means for you, baby. Okay? A lot of feelings to process. And a lot of action to be taken internally. Act on your confidence, right? Act on your successes and go from there. And have faith in yourself, Sag. And again, I also want to say that everything that you need is within you. It's not without you. It's not in the physical world. Um, some people think they need the Rolex watch and the high heels and the Gucci bag and the Ferrari, and maybe you want those things. I mean, that's cool. But that doesn't create your wealth, doesn't create your value as a person. You feel me? All right, Sag, I love you. I hope that wasn't too harsh. God, I love you guys. You got this, Sag. I know that fire within you, that bright, beautiful flame, is gorgeous. It's lit up. It can be lit up. Just don't stifle yourself, darling. Okay, and you got this. Best of luck. Until I see you guys next time, please give me a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment, share, all that jazz. And until I see you next time, take care, Sag. We're going on now to my Capricorns. Hello, my Capricorns. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Jumping on in, I realized at the Sagittarius reading that nobody could see me over here um, cleansing these cards, but okay, that's what I was doing. And now we're ready. Here, let's jump on in for you, Capricorns. Let's see what we have for you. When will money get better? When will money improve? What can we do to bring in the dough? For my Capricorns, please, spirits, angels, guides. For the Capricorns, when will money improve? For my Capricorns, what we got here? Hopefully, some good things in the future. I heard discernment, and I did just see the Page of Swords. Before that was the King of Swords. Get a couple more for you, Cap. Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate you all. Just want to make sure we got a nice shuffle. We're hitting your energy here. One more, Capricorns. Capricorns, what do we got for my Cap? Thank you, spirits. Thank you, spirits. Angels, guides, here we go. Whew, Capricorn, money, here we go. When will Capricorn's money improve? What's Capricorn got to do to bring in that cash? Ola, baby. Hanging man here, okay? So Pisces energy here. Hanging man is about being stuck in a perspective or stuck to something, tied to something. being drawn to the money flowing out of his pockets here. So we're talking um, something maybe you're tied to or an investment here costing more than it's been giving. I'm also being just very drawn to the tied to something, tied to something. It's like either you're tied to a perspective that's holding you back here, Cap, and we're going to get into it, or you're tied up in some type of job, or all your money's tied up in some sort of investment, or maybe even multiple investments. I feel like there's no wiggle room. There's no wiggle room. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, phew. This is like a person who works 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day, that kind of thing. You have no extra time to invest in anything else. For some, that's just needing to be said. Okay. All right. What do we have here? My Capricorns. When will money improve? Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Working something out here, making decisions. Choice between two for some. There could be a money-making endeavor coming here in the future, but there's some sort of I'm tied to something already. So it's like we can't do it all here, Capricorn. You can't do it all, baby. I mean, maybe you want to. Maybe you want to be able to take on the world, the whole deal, do everything all at once. But I feel like there's only so much time. There's only so much energy. In a day, there's only, you only have so much to give. So you can't give to everything, is what this feels like. Even though there may be a desire to multiply very quickly, um, it's like we're losing out because while time slips through our fingers, our money's tied up in investments, so we have no wiggle room to invest in anything else. That kind of thing coming up very strong here for you, Kat. Hmm. When will money improve? So for some of you, you got to untie your money. All right. Yep. 10 of Wands. Reverse. 10 of Wands reverse is letting go of a burden. So this is holding on to something, maybe a workload. I do feel like you want to take on so many things at once, or you want to have so many things, hold on to so many things. Um, it's like you want to do it all, is what it feels like. But you're kind of tied up. There's only so much you can do. There's no wiggle room. Um, Now, with the 10 of Wands reverse, this is making a choice. You got to put down some burdens, delegate some tasks, let go of some things here, drop some weight. And I'm just really feeling like cut the ties to certain investments that are sucking up your monetary value where you have nothing, there's no wiggle room. It could be time as well. You've got no extra time, is what this feels like. But back to the hanging man, excuse me. And this perspective, he's very stubborn. He's kind of stuck in his ways. He refuses to see things differently. So it's almost like there is a need to kind of really assess these investments. Assess, where does all your time and your money and your energy go? Is it worth it to work 17 hours a day? You know, is that going to bring what you desire? Or would it be better to take it back a couple notches, right? It's going to be different for everybody, but there is like a level of reanalyzing or reconfiguring here for you. 10 of Pentacles. So funny because for Sag, this came out as well in the same exact position, our fourth card. So fascinating. 10 of Pentacles is having it all: legacy, family, home, stability, money, honey. For some of you, we want to pour into a savings account, but there never seems to be enough to pay all the bills and set aside. And that's one of the things we want to fix, right? That's one of the things that leads us to feel a little unfulfilled, maybe monetarily. But 10 of Pentacles in the future, that's a great sign. Definitely needing to wrap up certain investments so that others can spring forward. I am feeling like obviously investments of time and energy, but also like stocks and bonds and like things like that. There has to be a letting go of certain things so that we can allow others. It's like very much like cut the weeds in the garden so that you're not stifling yourself And what you have, the few seeds that you do have can grow absolutely big, right? The few coins that you're working with can actually produce something massive. But it feels like you got too many weeds, too many investments. We're running thin on time or energy or money. Um, it just feels like everything's really spread out. We need to condense it. Thank you, Spirit. So, Sag, your money can improve, or sorry, woo, Capricorn, your money can improve when you delegate your money better. For some, this is about spending. How do we spend our money? For some, we need to invest more in savings instead of other things. Other things that maybe don't have quite the value in the long run. Thank you, Spirit. Others of you, it's about freeing up your time and your energy, right? We can't do it all. Cap, we can't do it all. I know, I feel like you want to take it on. I feel like you want to take on the world because you feel like doing it all will give you it all. But I feel like you can put in less effort and more very finite, very direct intention, very directly intended efforts rather than a scattered array of efforts. Those small investments, those few investments will create something larger rather than having lots of investments that are spread it out. Okay. Capricorn. When will Capricorn's money improve? Money for Capricorn, when will it improve? I do feel like we need to figure out what's important. Yeah, we need to make some decisions here with the Two of Wands. Excuse me. We've got the Three of Cups here in reverse and the Four of Swords. So I am getting something about the group, right? Like we can't make everybody happy also, Capricorn. I feel like there's this level of pressure that you might be putting on yourself of like I have to do it all, I have to give it all, I have to make everyone happy. But I really want to say, darling, that shouldn't be on your shoulders. That's not on your shoulders. Creating happiness for others is on, that's on them. But there is a recovery here. There's a healing here with the Four of Swords. I also feel like you got to take some time, darling, to figure out what is important here, right? In the name of healing, in the name of investing here, in the name of more precise action, and in like letting certain things fade out or taking those investments out and putting them somewhere else. Like there's some sort of, we have to figure out these things first. And you might have to take a moment. It might not be very pleasant, or the people around you might not like that this is taking so long, that you're not just giving them what they want. It's going to be different for everybody. For some of you, it's like you just want to hang out. We're so sick of working so hard. And, I don't blame you. It shouldn't be so hard, right? I feel like, Cap, we make it harder on ourselves than it needs to be, oftentimes, But it just does feel like you can't do it all, love, and some things are going to fall away. All right? Some things are going to fall away. It might not feel so great all the time. It might not be catering to everybody's little feelings, but Cap, it is realistic for you. And it looks like it's necessary to improve your money flow, baby. Whatever these messages mean for you, I hope they're helping you, love. We have the Seven of Wands. This is an attack. Seven of Wands, this guy's being attacked. He has to defend himself. I feel like you've been fighting and fighting and fighting to keep everything going, so that everybody's happy around you. Oh, that's such a hard way to live. And frankly, darling, if you're living like that, you're robbing yourself of pleasure. You're robbing yourself of joy. And if we're trying to do too much, yeah, we feel defensive. We feel mad. We don't get the joy other people get because we're creating all of their joy all the damn time. Right? It's like, who's here to help you? Who's here to fulfill you? Well, each person really should be fulfilling themselves. So I do feel like part of if your money hasn't been on point, right? It has a lot to do with how you're spreading yourself so thin. and how we've got to really analyze some things here. Analyze those investments. Analyze where the money, the time, the energy is going. Are we spending a lot of time fighting for our place or fighting to keep everything together when some things are supposed to fall away? It's for your greatest good, Some things are supposed to fall away. Death card here in reverse, scorpionic energy. And again, it's not going to be pleasing every single moment. It's not going to be pleasing everyone around you. But you've got to do what's the best for you. And you can't just go on like this. The way your money can improve is by really reevaluating here. What needs to go now? What investments need to go instead of fighting for everything to stay, for us to be tied to everything, for us to be the only one that's responsible for not only all the money in the house, and all the bills being paid and everything else here, everybody's everything, it feels like. But it's like then we got to be worried about their damn house. I'm so sorry, Capricorn. I totally turned over that card and hit button and it stopped recording. Here we go. So yeah, we can't be worried about our happiness levels of all things. Five of Pentacles, your last card out. It's a victim mentality. It's a financial burden or lack, not having enough. There also may be this fear that you're not going to have enough, or what you have to provide isn't going to make everybody happy. So we just push and push and push ourselves. And we fight and we scrimp and we save so that everybody else around us has enough. But that mentality is causing resistance. The universe sees you struggle and gives you more struggle. The universe sees that you want to carry all this burden, so it gives you more burden to carry. That's what this feels like here. Needing to wipe the slate clean. Full card, Aries energy here at the bottom of the deck, starting all over from scratch. For some of you, starting all over with your investments, starting all over from the ground up with a business, and not caring really if other people are over here going, give me, give me, give me, and complaining about it. Because in the future, we've got this Ten of Pentacles here. Once you are able to reevaluate and put in just very distinctive efforts towards very practical, distinctive goals, and only a few, you will see those abundances grow. But I do feel like there's this energy you're going to have to combat either around you from your people or from within you, that you feel like you have to fight for your place or fight for what's yours or give it all away to everybody else. You feel me? It's a vibrational thing, and it's very needing to, I feel like, lighten up on yourself here, Capricorn. That it's not all you. You can't carry it all. You can't take on the workload all by yourself. You're not responsible for everybody's everything and every bit of happiness they can do for themselves, and certainly their own comfort levels and emotional comfort should be on them. You cannot provide that for them, and you shouldn't have to. Worrying about those things is slowing you down from reaching your highest potential. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Cap. I hope that helps you gain some clarity. Again, to reiterate, delegate your tasks, really refine what's going to go and what's going to stay, because we can't do it all. And to improve your money, this fighting, scrimping, just, clawing, this is like a clawing up, trying so hard. I feel like, breathe, baby. Don't try. Don't try. Like, take a vacation, chill the fuck out. Don't try for a while. Or just don't try as hard. Stop working 10, 12 hours a day. Like, literally. Stop doing everybody's laundry and dishes, every single day. Like, they can help her out around the house. They can help pay a bill. And if they can't, well, they have problems now, don't they? And then that becomes a problem for you. And that's why we're back to this energy of, I've got to fight. I've got to fight. No. Usabi. Usa. That fighting energy is what's causing you to live at a lack. Refine your efforts, refine your money flow, refine your investments, and you'll see your money improve. Okay? All right, loves. Best of luck. I hope that helps you. Cap, give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Please comment, share, all that jazz. And until I see you next time, peace, loves, on to our Aquarians. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Let's jump in here. Cleanse these cards. Let's get it going for you here, Aquarius. Let's see, when will your money improve? When will money improve for my Aquarius? Let's see what we have for you. Clear, honest messages, please, spirits. Clear, honest messages for my Aquarian. When will money improve? What can Aqua do? Let's see. Thank you, spirits, angels, guides. Okay, Aqua. Let's see what we got going on for you, loves. All right, that's a lot. We're going to shuffle all that back in because it's a lot. Although I do notice your energy with the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck here, love. We have the Ace of Swords. Ooh, and the Seven of Swords here. Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Swords. Okay, Aqua. Just got to be honest. There's a level here of maybe being not very honest or overly strategic, or this energy of feeling like, there's something that you're hiding. Yeah, there's something that you're hiding here. It's affecting your money flow. Maybe it has something to do with self-expression. Maybe it has something to do with living in your personal truth here. I do feel like there's something you're hiding or you're not saying, or maybe you're being cunning or sly about maybe something that here you need to get off your chest, darling. Um, but it also feels like we're not doing that. Ace of Swords reversed. With the Seven, this is lying, cheating, stealing, coming back for the rest, some greed. Motives here, honey, have to be, I feel like there's a lot having to do with motives here. Aqua, I'm just being honest. Now, either yours or someone that you are trusting and dealing with that is maybe taking from you in some sort of way. Hard to gain money if somebody's stealing it from us, right? Just saying. Aqua, phew. But it also does feel like you're being overly strategic or cunning or clever, or you're holding yourself back from expressing or from sharing something that you know. Yeah, you're hiding something here, Aqua. You're hiding something, and it's been affecting your stability of money flow here. Weird. Okay. And I feel like purity of intention is also being called to play here. When we live with pure intention, we are rewarded with the purest of results. With the purest of results in the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Oh, that is like the purest of result. We got a child here. We got the innocence. We got the meager, the small, the first steps. It's kind of beautiful. Wow. Seven of Cups here. Yeah. In reverse. Yes. Okay. You're being real prompted here. Ace of Pentacles. Please live genuinely. Oh, there's something here you're hiding about yourself, or there's something you're not being very genuine on. Seven of Cups is like we're living in a fantasy world. I heard projecting. For some of you, there's a projection here of how you want others to view you or how you want to be seen. It's over strategic. It's unnecessary. And it only like causes confusion where confusion needs not be. Aquarius, right? So, wow. There's also this idea of like having many options with the Seven of Cups. Here in reverse, I always read it as choosing an option, gaining clarity, and realizing what's been maybe based in fantasy and illusion and what is actually real. Okay. Now, for some of you, you expect to see a certain result. The universe has been delivering said result. The result that you receive depends on how you view things and what vibration you put out. There is an opportunity coming to you in the future with this Ace of Pentacles, but I do want to say it's an opportunity to be real, to express yourself, or to gain some clarity here in a way that previously was like alluded to you or hidden from you. feeling like a moon card sort of. It's going to be different for everybody. Living in truth will improve your money flow. Thank you, Spirit. Back to that page. Oh, you got to start somewhere. 10 of Pentacles reversed, King of Pentacles reversed. If we are ever trying to gain, I'm just going to be honest here. If ever we are trying to gain from a place of desperation, selfishness, greed, Aquarius, this doesn't sound like you, but it's coming through very strong. Could be someone you're dealing with here. Maybe wearing a mask and not being very genuine, or taking specifically from the money flow, from the pot. This is like having somebody having the hand in the cookie jar for some, okay? And in that case, this person is pretty selfish. But there's also like this energy of fear and over strategizing and worried and withholding. And when we can just be a little more free, I think you're afraid to watch something grow, or you're afraid to watch something take hold. This does have a maybe you're again with being overly strategic. We haven't been going with the flow enough. We do get an opportunity to gain some clarity and take action in the physical world that will be a starting point. But we gotta really check the vibration that we're coming from in order to have this, or to have this go somewhere. Thank you, Spirit. In order to have this grow. You feel me? There's a level of discernment and clarity to have this grow. Interesting. And we did speak of that moon card. Here it is in reverse. Gaining clarity. No longer allowing the subconscious either to fuel us, ego and fear based. Okay, just being honest. Or again, it's your ties to this person who is taking from you. We need to recognize some things, Aquarius. I really do want to say it's your vibration. I do want to say that your money will improve when we start living more genuinely, more in the truth. That also means we got to admit our mistakes. We got to admit our failures. You know what I mean? We got to admit where sometimes things aren't working and then cut those things out. And we also have to be honest with ourselves and others. Let's see. Well, ooh, Six of Cups wanted to come out. For some of you, the pressure comes from children, obviously needing to provide for children. It's just for some of you. When will Aquarius's money improve? What can we do? Oh my God, in that page, I really feel like an offer is coming to you, but this is so important that we look at this correctly and that we take proper action. If you don't take proper action, or you're coming from a place of fear and disingenuine, or you know, you're afraid of losing out, the universe will give you more of what you don't want to see. And I'm just being honest, making proper decisions. We have the Judgment card here in reverse with the Three of Cups. Judgment card in reverse talks about not heeding the call, not rising above, not making a decision for one's greatest good. It does feel like here we're playing around, playing with fire, playing around with maybe some risky people or risky business here. And that is definitely affecting the money. It really feels like here, darling, you're going to be given another opportunity, but it's really on you to see things clearly by then. Otherwise, this opportunity is going to come and you're going to be busy fucking around, you know, just having a kick time. Kick it. I only say that because it's coming next to the Judgment in reverse. This by itself is celebration. Reason to have, you know, joyous people around you, and a celebration, a reconciliation, a coming back together. Now, but for some of you, it's like that that opportunity of a reconciliation might be around the corner for you as well. This is existential. This is different. For some of you, it could be an opportunity with an old job or something like that, or an old coworker of yours. brings you this opportunity for some, but there's a very big need to be genuine. Don't overblow your skills. Don't say you could do stuff you can't. Make proper decisions and proper investments. And then you will get proper investments in return. And I also want to say proper investments of time and energy. Something about fluffing yourself up so that people like you, um, Aquarius. But there's no need to be so strategic. Others of you, you're so busy having fun and enjoying somebody that you're not seeing the opportunities that are coming, or you're not seeing how they're taking from you. Okay, it's going to be different for everybody. But coming in your future, if you want to improve your money, it's very much about staying true and genuine to who you are, not compromising your morals, not compromising your values, understanding here, um, this over strategic, over sly, hiding energy. You can be real with you can be real with who you are. And be very open, be very vocal about it. I feel like you're hiding that, or you're hiding something. Somebody's hiding something, and it's affecting your money. I feel like the Ace of Swords has everything to do with it. Also, when we keep taking action on purposely believing lies when we know they're lies, for some of you, that's the case too. That's going to severely affect your money. But the point here is, darling, you will have an opportunity coming in the future. It is being very highlighted to you to be genuine and being honest with where you are and where you stand, what you're capable of, and what you're willing to give to this when it comes. That'll set you up for a better future. And something about the people around you, right? Looking for the details of the people around you. All right. Aqua, phew, that was heavy. Best of luck. I really hope that helps you gain some clarity or understanding of what's coming in the future. It's all this Ace of Swords. It's all this over strategy and disingenuous nature that's either within you or around you. That's the problem. Once we take care of that and nip that in the bud, your money's going to improve by like massive amounts. All right, love? And it's going to start small. And small might not feel good, but small is where you need to be, and then you'll gain from there. All right, loves. Best of luck. Moving on now to my Pisces. Oh, Aqua, if you like the video, please give me a like, comment, subscribe if you vibe, y'all. I love you so much. Um, and I just appreciate you all so much for your efforts. Anything that you're able to help really helps the channel to grow. So thank you guys. All right, moving on to my Pisces. Hello, my Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Let's jump on in. Last but not least. Oh my gosh, almost done. I'll cleanse these cards for you. Let's see. What do we have for Pisces? When will Pisces money improve? When will the money situation get better? What do we have to do? What is Pisces required to do here? When will the money improve for my Pisces? Thank you, spirits and guides. Okay, here we go. Pisces, thank you for being patient. Let's jump on in here. Oh, there she is. The Queen of Cups. Well, that could be you, Pisces. Could be Cancer or Scorpio as well. Queen of Cups is very loving, nurturing, motherly. For some of you, this has a type of a career, attached to it that's very kind and loving, like a teacher, a nurse, a nanny, something of that nature. Just for some of you, this is a motherly energy. She's also psychic. She's like, she feels the situations out. She's incredibly loving and stable of her emotions, and almost so in tune with her emotions that she can feel things coming. So your emotions are directly tied to your money flow. Also, how much love is here, like for the task itself, I want to say, Pisces. I also am being drawn to the fact that there's a need to open up in order to receive. Feminine energy is the receiving energy. Queens are the receiving energies here. So for some of you, you're about to receive something. Thank you, Spirit. Something that feels good, feels better. When will money improve, or the way you view money, the emotions tied to money have a lot to do with what flows to you. Oh, I do see some collective themes coming out here for everybody. Holy crap. Let's try that one again, Pisces. Holy cow. What is happening here? Pisces. Pisces. When will money improve for my Pisces? I heard feel it out. Interesting. Feel it out. Okay. Seven of freaking swords. Dang nabbit. That was also in the Aquarius reading. Seven of swords is lying, cheating, stealing. Are you robbing yourself of some fulfillment? You're robbing yourself from some deep understanding, some great fulfillment of emotions, robbing yourself of your own happiness, Pisces, or you're hiding away your feelings. That affects your money somehow. Okay. Eight of Cups. This is walking away, giving up on certain things, purging of emotions. I feel like you expect to see certain things here, Pisces. We've got the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, just fussing, fighting. There's also some bit of knowledge you haven't been utilizing within yourself. You know something here, but you're not using it to your advantage. The Hierophant, the Hermit, Virgo energy. This is about that knowledge within. I feel here you're not utilizing it, or you haven't gone in to access your deepest feelings. How do you feel about money? That's what's happening here. Thank you, Spirit. How do you feel about money? I feel like you're robbing yourself of something because you expect to see money. You see money a certain way. You feel some type of way about money. And those things, it's like you've learned those things over the course of your life. And instead of like just trying to process the deeper part of it, the deeper understanding of it, we just kind of accept the surface level, which kind of feels like, oh, well, bad things are going to happen to me. Money never comes to me. That's what that kind of feels like. It feels like you're screwing yourself out of your own happiness. By also for some, by not giving up on something or walking away from something. You got to be honest about what you feel and where you stand as well, Pisces, okay? I want to say in terms of what fulfills you. What would fulfill you? Obviously, what you're doing now doesn't fulfill you or it doesn't pay you well enough. It's all tied, it's really tingy on your emotions, though. Like it feels like somebody's, you know, keeping something from you or robbing you of something. But it's almost like, yeah, you're almost robbing yourself here. Whatever that means for you, Pisces, okay? Maybe even because you're not following your highest emotion with this hiding energy. Could go either way. Pisces. Well, that's a good sign here. Chariot here in the upright. So getting on, getting through, or getting past something. The Chariot's victory. Cancerian energy. Cancer coming up strong for a lot of you. Chariot is going forward. It's forward movement. I do want to say travel, but also something about the car, the train, the plane, the boat ride. It's something about the vehicle, the transportation for which we gain or we get to our place of business. So for some of you, not only an improvement in your money situation, but also in your car, like, or in your transportation. But that's only if we can utilize this Queen of Cups energy. We have to be very sturdy of emotion and understanding and love of who we are. There's something here that we need to walk away from. Could be a bad habit, could be a disingenuous, um, understanding of self or a projection of self, could be a disappointment that we just expect to see things appear, but like happen to us. But when good things appear, how do we react to that? Pisces, do we like not accept it? Do we run away? Do we like, it feels like we're holding on to a lot of emotion that needs to be purged. When will your money improve? We've got to see money differently. You should love money and money should love you. It wants to flow to you. It wants to help create happiness in your life. But there's something about this expectation for some that it's hard to get, that, like all this stuff we're told by society. Nine of Pentacles here, love. Nine of Pentacles. That's stability. Woo. You're good just the way you are. This is singularity. For some of you, there's like a fear of being alone. Pisces. And you're being asked to give up on those emotions and stand on your own 2 feet. You got this, baby. So I'm really wanting to say, Pisces, the key to your abundance and the key to your financial growth and stability is literally all emotional. It's all emotional. It's like what you're emotionally tied to, what you expect to see. And with this like scrounging, scrimping, saving, I can't be myself. I gotta hide and hoard and da 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 da, or I can't be alone. Or there's something weird here with these two energies. We gotta give that up. Whatever Seven of Swords is for you, you gotta give it up. You gotta walk away. That's not playing to your highest benefit. It never the Queen of Cups could never be the Queen of Cups if she has all this shit behind her. Queen of Cups is the queen because she has already purged all that needs to be purged. She already stands in abundance of love and purity, and she's able to nurture and care for those around her because she has plenty within her, and she doesn't need your approval, and she doesn't need all these old heartfelt tingy yucky yuck feelings. She's already walked away from that shit. So you're being really really here prompted to change how you feel about money and to change how you feel, Pisces, about yourself. And what you think you know. I want to say what you think you know about money, about what you're capable of earning, how it comes to you, how it's supposed to come and it's supposed to be utilized. Being drawn, as I say that, to the Page of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, we're afraid to spend the money once it comes because then there's a fear that we won't have it ever again. Money hates that. I just gotta be honest. Money hates that because money doesn't want to sit in a pile under your bedroom, under your bed, or in a drawer. Money isn't here to sit in a bank. Money is supposed to be spent and used for happiness, for the things that bring you joy. A car, a house, the things that make you feel good about and make it easier to live, more comfortable to live. All of these luxuries. You deserve the luxuries. Don't fear the luxuries. You can have the luxuries. Um, but from a Seven of Swords standpoint, being sly and prickly and scared, that something's going to come and ruin it, that never works. That never works. So Pisces, you're really being prompted to reanalyze and reevaluate how you feel about money. Because money wants to flow to you, darling. Money wants to come to you to bring that abundance, but it feels like you don't believe in it. You don't believe in it. You don't put stock in it. Um, you utilize this knowledge that you feel like you've learned, right? But it might be coming from a place here of a lot of heavy emotion that we haven't processed yet. So what you think you know might not be real. Money wants to come. Money wants to come. Don't stop money from coming. This is literally, whoops, oh, sorry guys. This is literally all about how you personally feel about money. Like this has a feeling of feeling like money is meant to, you know, uh, like bring chaos or something. This has a feeling of like, oh, money is hard to achieve. I got to scrimp and save and I'll never get there. And that feeling right there is exactly why money doesn't want to come. Because money doesn't want to stay and sit in your drawer. Money wants to be used for your happiness. You feel me? I hope this is making sense. Oh, Pisces. Let's get a couple more for you, loves. Five of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse with the High Priestess in reverse. This is a lot of confusion, a lot of emotional confusion in relation to money or your money situation that is full on stopping you from manifesting the abundance that you need or desire here. There's a lack of clarity. There's confusion that needs to be had. We are confused. For some of you, it's like we spend a lot of time in la la land. No offense, Pisces, a lot of time sleeping, a lot of time just overly indulgent in something, in our emotions, in our fantasies, and we're not putting in enough effort. Well, then we will constantly be disappointed. Another time that we will constantly be disappointed is when we expect to be disappointed. So Spirit is saying here that money is coming directly to you and saying, please, please, please don't push me away. Um, please, please, please. All you got to do is put in a little damn effort, man. And I will be here, and I will be here, and I will leave you, and I will come back, and I will create happiness for you the more times I visit you. And I will grow more and more the more I come. But there's this deep sadness and disappointment in relation to money or stability or being alone or standing on your own 2 feet. There's like this deep rooted or deep seated belief that you won't achieve no matter what. So the universe says, okay, they won't achieve no matter what. I also feel like for a lot of you, not really paying attention or not putting in the effort to clear up those emotions or gain that clarity. So in the future, dealing with how you feel about money is literally like the key between um, confusion or intuitions being on point. Money flowing to you and creating stability in your life, giving you things like to get you ahead, a car, a home, these types of things. Um, yeah, it's like literally like we have clear cut choice. That's your key right there. You can have a floodgate of abundance open up to you. Um, you have to be patient, but you have to desire it, but also not from a place of, oh, I don't have, oh no, it always does this. Money came and now it's gone. This really feels kind of like you're just creating your own perpetual sadness in relation to your financial situation. So you're being prompted here again, Pisces, to clear up your emotion. I would say read about the vibration of money. Read about the flow of money. Maybe start some affirmations. I am affirmations. I am abundant. Money comes to me naturally. Money comes to me effortlessly. There's some sort of needing to like your reprogram what you expect to see. Like reprogram your mind here, babe. Um, that will change your emotions, which will change your physical circumstances. So abundance can come in. Okay. And I do feel honestly, this isn't going to be, it's not like you're just going to have one shot to do this in the future. It feels like it's going to keep knocking on your door until you see something clearly with no weird scarring or perpetual dismay or perpetual disappointment around it. You feel me? Um, I would start counting all of the times that I found that quarter on the floor. I found a $50 bill, all those times that money was easy to obtain, and how much easier it could be in the future again. You feel me? Because it really feels like it's all back to your heart, darling. Okay. I hope that helps you, Pisces, gain some clarity, and I hope it helps you just open them floodgates of abundance, darling. I love you guys. Please give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Take care, and until I see you next time, peace, love, and light to every single one of you guys. Mwah. Bye.